Yo, what's
Yo,
up?
yo, what's up, bro? But no, how's it going, bro? How's it going? How you doing today?
Uh, I'm ch- I'm chilling, man. I got done with the gym not too long ago.
Oh, you
I was,
gymming as well? Good shit. Yeah, nice,
oh
nice.
yeah, man.
That's what's
Can't be
up.
making these videos without doing that. I'd go crazy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Right. Yeah, it's always good to keep yourself busy as well. Yeah, just in general, gym or not. Yeah, it's always good to do that.
Yeah, I need to get around to making another video. I've just been fucking busy with college and working, so that's why I
Yeah,
don't really produce videos that often.
yeah. Well, I know you said it like in your bio. In your bio, it just says you make them when you feel like it. But yeah, no, that's a good mindset to have, though. You know what I mean? Like, don't force yourself to just don't force yourself to make this shit. You know what I mean?
For sure. I feel
Otherwise,
like that's never really a thing you want to do.
right? Yeah, it'll just feel like a goddamn chore. And obviously, no doubt that you like doing it as much as I do. So the last thing you want to do is force ourselves to make shit, and because you'll hate it.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Like I don't know when people are like, you should respond to this streamer, this YouTuber.
Right.
I'm like, nah, I don't really want to do that anymore. I'm like, I like, if you guys want to watch more Demon Slayer videos by me, just I have like 10 videos about it. There's so many people that think that I'm a Demon Slayer channel that like Demon Slayer is my favorite anime, and I'm like, it's not. I
Right.
can tell you that.
Right. Right.
I think it's cool,
It
right?
is
But
cool.
like.
Yeah, it's solid.
Yeah, I think it's solid. Like, I think it's like I think you could get some good shit from it, but like when people are just like demanding that like I make a Demon Slayer video again and again, it's like, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna kill myself. Like,
No,
I'm
honestly, right?
joking,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, obviously, like
yeah,
I've gotten a lot of demand for more of them too, and like just to respond to some, we know the idiots we're talking about here, but yeah, yeah, just a lot of that.
right.
Yeah, and yeah, how many did you say you made? Like Demon Slayer videos did you make?
Um, made like I probably made like 8 or so. 'Cause I used
Okay.
to make like power scaling videos about them, and then I
Oh,
was
Power.
like,
Okay, okay.
yeah, that's like a side hobby of mine, but those videos don't pull as much viewership, so I just kind of not really been doing those as much.
All right, fair enough. And was
And
this
then
like the
yeah.
first one? Like obviously the what was it called? The how not to do a video essay ones. So I imagine those were the ones that kind of popped off.
Yeah, that's like kind of like the first video that like so I've had videos before that get like a few thousand, but that was like the first one that got like I think when I released it in its first like month or so it had like 40K views or something like that.
Oh, nice.
And then now it's at like 150K, so
Oh, god damn, nice.
it's
At
pretty
least
chilling.
at least that's part one, right? What about the second part?
The second part, that one didn't do as well.
Hmm.
But I mean, I'm not mad about it. It's still what it's probably at, like I think it's at 25K, 26K, somewhere
Yeah.
around that ballpark.
Right, right.
Um, like I still got decently paid from that one, but I was like hoping to get this ship
Right.
as part one because that would have been good. I would have really liked that. That
Yeah,
would have been
yeah.
nice.
Right.
But that's also because I just didn't. It took me so long to make that video because there was just like after that I was in college, and I was like I'm not working
Hmm.
on part two while I'm in college. Like
Right,
that's
right.
awful.
Like it was the start
Uh,
of all. It was the start of the college journey, or how far
But
you were
no,
into
this
it
was
right now?
like I was like by the time like people were asking for part two, that was like final exams. I was like,
Oh my
there's no.
god.
I'm like, there's no shot I'm gonna be able to draw all of this stuff.
Right.
Study for all these different like tests and do a Demon Slayer. I'm like, dude, Demon Slayer's not that. I'm not getting paid enough for this, right? I'm not pulling like 10. If I was like pulling 10 million views per video, oh my gosh,
Absolutely, right.
I'm dropping out of college. I'm dropping out of everything.
Yeah, I was about to
Like,
say you would have dropped out right then and there, I imagine.
I can get whatever skills on my own time. I can hire the best like teacher on the planet to draw or teach me how to draw. Like I don't need that.
You're right, like yeah, private sessions exactly. Yeah, just do it online. Fuck it, you can afford it.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm just like, no. I was like, that's not happening. And then like, I just kind of got demotivated for like a year. And then in the summertime, I was like, yeah, I should probably work on that because my channel seems like I just gave up.
Right. And was that the gap between the first part and the second part?
Yeah, it was
Was
like
it
a
like?
year. It
Oh
was
damn.
almost a year. So
Oh wow.
I dropped part one like at like end of September. Like it was like on my birthday, and then
Hmm.
part two came out like 2 days before my birthday, so it was almost a full year in
Oh
between
wow. Yeah.
videos.
Oh wow.
There's so many people that just like commented that I just died or whatever. That I just like one of the funniest comments I got was like somebody's like, "Where's part two?" And then someone replied to him and said he realized Demon Slayer shit and gave up. I was like, okay.
What?
Oh, oh my gosh, totally the reason, man.
Yeah, so yeah, that shit.
I just had a conniption. I was like, yeah, Demon Slayer fucking sucks. All the characters have no depth.
Right, breathing styles are like nothing's explained or breathing. Yeah, just the elements are real, but but they're saying it's not. It sucks.
Tanjiro is okay with killing every demon but his sister.
Right. Things are like it sucks that you have to read some manga extras to figure out some things, but even though you can apply that with other animes, but I know, yeah, it's kind of weird. I know I'm already pulling the whataboutism there, but who gives a shit? They're hypocrites for that though.
There's a lot of people that were not happy that I brought up like the manga extras in my comments. They did not like that. They were
Right.
just
Yeah. Like, what's up with all that? Like, so it seems like I'm not saying this is everybody, but the idea that I have is like some people just even with my shit, it's just like people didn't like how I did research. From what it seems like, I don't
if
know.
I'm like if I were to pull that shit out of like a guidebook, then I get it. But
Right.
like I'm just like when they're releasing these like official volumes and stuff like that, usually you're like meant to see it after you're done reading. Like it's meant to be like extra information because like
Exactly. Yeah.
um it's just something that's like they never really like mention it in the story, but it's like implied a lot throughout the series that the effects aren't like literal in the general sense. Like there's like times where like Daki is like fighting Tanjiro and she like just notes that the sound of his breathing has changed. She's not like showing like there's an audible difference or a visual difference
Right.
between
Right.
him using water and sun breathing. Cause you'd be like, yeah, well, it's the fucking blue turned into yellow, like yellow and like orange.
Right. 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 The only time people bring that shit up is just like, oh, well, she said she felt it. Like when he switched, like from water breathing, he never felt anything. But when he swaps to sun, it's like he feels everything. She feels everything. Well, I mean, yeah, we've already explained all of that, man. It's just kind of like the friction, and obviously the source style itself is different. You know what I mean? So,
I don't know if the right term is like simile or hyperbole here, but like she's quite literally saying like it feels like
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
feels. They always say it's like this. It feels like I'm being covered in
It's
rain right
like
now.
he disappeared into the mist or whatever, because like these people just keep bringing up that example, like, oh, the upper five mentions the mist, but even though they don't, or
And that's the funny thing is like that's I don't like to be like, oh well, you didn't read the manga, but like
no,
literally
no,
in
no.
the manga they explain it as like it's like a weird distorting thing. You're seeing him like run really slow and then he goes at his top speed out of nowhere. He goes
Yeah,
slow
yeah,
again.
that's
He just
literally all what's
fluctuates.
happening. Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's literally all what's happening.
It's just like it's like in anime like you ever see like when like a martial artist will be like, oh, I'm using snake style snake kick, and then like their
Right.
like foot like transforms into like a snake, but it's not like literally what's happening. It's like
Right, right, right.
it's pretty much what's happening. And like it's always like one of the weirdest critiques. I didn't say this in my video because a lot of people thought that I'm just gonna like talk about shit that other people have like things wrong with Demon Slayer, and
Right.
thought I was just gonna bring shit up like this out of nowhere. But like some things I see when people are like, yeah, Demon Slayer shit because the effects aren't real. I'm like, why? I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? Like
Right, like, yeah, like,
you
I understand that it's lame that it isn't real, but like, yeah, kind of like you're saying, what the fuck does that do with anything for it being
that
shit?
that ruins it for you. That's the narrative
Right,
breaker.
exactly.
All right. Like, you would hate a lot of boxing animes and shit
Right,
like
you
fucking
exactly. You would hate a lot of
those same people. You'll look on their profiles and they like love Baki and stuff like that. It's like, dude, Baki is way more
right,
crazy with the weird stuff that they do.
right. By your logic, that they should hate Baki then. Like
It's
it's
like, dude, like every series, they like. There's a lot of series that they should just outright despise because the effects aren't literal.
right. So that's why I bring up all that whataboutism shit. I know they don't like it when I do that, but again, it just that's why, just because it makes them look
Well,
hypocritical.
I was about to comment this on like your video, but like it's not really like whataboutism. It's more or less like if you were saying, okay, you were saying like to say like, oh, Demon Slayer isn't bad because this other series does it. But like it's
Right,
more or less just like you're just making sure that the line of reasoning is consistent, because that doesn't
right,
make
right.
sense if somebody's like, oh, Demon Slayer shit because I don't know, I'll just say like
Shit
that
isn't
guy has red
explained.
hair.
Right, or shit
Yeah,
isn't explained. Yeah,
yeah,
or
they'll
something.
be like, oh, this thing isn't explained. Like let's go to the breathing styles. They're like, oh, the breathing styles aren't real. And it's like, okay, well, in another series, the snake punch isn't real. And then they're like, okay, well, that doesn't matter. And you're like, what do you mean? You just brought it up for a different series. Like,
Right, yeah,
what's
exactly.
Like you would need a reason as to why they're different.
Right, exactly. But again, like
Like,
that's just the thing. Like we could explain all that to these idiots. If it's A-list exists or any other person, again, like they just oh whataboutism, and they even called me out. They were saying shit about me like that, like oh this guy's all about whataboutism. But yeah, even just the way you explained it, like even if I tell them that, it's just doesn't get through their ears, I guess. Just play ignorance, I guess.
yeah, it's
Because even someone in their chat was just like, because like I mean I don't know, well like were you there when I was watching their video like on stream? If not, it's all good. But I don't know if I saw either because
nah, I think I saw it like I think I saw like a while after or something like that. Because I think I was just like
yeah, you did leave a
scrolling through
comment on this, so no doubt it was probably like after or something. It was already uploaded. But yeah, like when we were talking about like the whole shit of like like they just complain like with Demon Slayer in particular, like oh yeah they don't like how some extra manga panels like things are explained or even in the after credits or whatever. But people in their chat like as he brought so many of his people into my shit when I was watching their video. I was like, well, that's kind of lame, first of all. But second, but anyway, but yeah, they were just like I brought up other examples and yep, they were saying what aboutism and like I think the argument was like yeah, why do we have to read about like elements not being real and yeah, or like why do they have to tell us that in the extra volumes? But then we brought up like Attack on Titan, how like well you kind of have to read the extra volumes to even find out like really how the walls are made in Attack on Titan or something like that.
But yeah,
And then like
like it's
benefit,
like
yeah, so that's why I bring up all that shit. And yeah, and then someone in
it's
their
like
chat
one
was like, "Oh, AOT's goaded though. That doesn't need any explaining." And I was like, "Wait, what?
you're
What are you
quite
talking
that's
about?"
literally yeah, that's quite literally hypocrisy. Like what
Yeah,
aboutism is bad when you do shit like
yeah,
the
if it's
Star Wars
yeah,
sequel trilogy, for example. Like when I'll
yeah,
be like,
yeah.
okay, episode 8, um, like Ray being a nobody is just kind of like dumb, or I'll just be like, oh well, Ray doing X, Y, or Z is dumb, and then they're like, oh well, in Star Wars Episode 4, a stormtrooper bonked their head, so it's fine. It's like, what the fuck?
Right.
Yeah, that's totally the same thing as like lore breaking shit. Like, okay, man. Like, all right.
Right, just like how they rebuttal is just so stupid with a lot of stuff, man.
Like, I don't know. I don't think like keeping people consistent with their lines of reasoning is necessarily like whataboutism. It's like you're not like, oh, this character's evil because they killed one character. Then you're like, oh, well, this character killed 3 people. It's like,
So
no,
that means
the
they're more
character.
evil. They should be more evil than the bad guy. Yeah, like what the fuck are this? What is
It's like
that?
it's like yeah, they're both evil still. The guy that murdered somebody is still evil. Like, that doesn't
Right.
assuming that there's like we're not adding extra shit like oh why did they kill him? No, we're just saying the scenario he just murdered somebody, just walked out on the street and just fucking shanked somebody to death. I don't know. Like that's like I'm I because whenever I bring up like hypotheticals like that,
Yeah, yeah.
there are certain people out there that will just like add shit to the hypothetical that just contorts it to where it's no longer like the same premise.
Right,
Like they'll be
exactly.
like
Yeah, yeah.
like how do you know that the person wasn't manic and they actually were being controlled by Angramayu from Fate? It's like why are we talking about
Right. Right,
like,
like we're trying to connect the dots, but you just kind of fail miserably from what it sounds like.
yeah. And then like a lot of these people that I like talk to in these comment sections, whether it be your comment sections when I argue with people or like in my own
Yeah.
comic sections,
Mhm.
a lot of people like try to set up these like lose-lose situations. like like in the one argument that I had where I was like bringing up like Tanjiro like straight up just not killing the guy that was turned into a demon right in front of him. They're like, yeah, well, he was gonna kill him later. I'm like, why?
Right,
Like, what do you have that support? And then they were just like, well, it'd be stupid if he didn't. And it was like some shit like, and I'm like, they were like, it's stupid if he didn't, and that would just add a burden to him. I was like, yeah, that's kind of the tragedy of that situation. Tanjiro was like, he's damned if he do, damned if he doesn't. Kind of sucks. And they were like, well, Tanjiro's stupid. I'm like, what?
Well, you just kind of what? That's a whole
So
other argument now.
so yeah, so then the argument turned into, okay, if Tanjiro does kill that demon, he killed an innocent demon. Like he killed somebody who hasn't killed anybody yet. But if
Right.
he doesn't kill him, then Tanjiro's an idiot and he's stupid and he sucks. Like it's literally just like
Yeah,
it's
it's
literally
lose.
like
Yeah, you lose situation. Yeah.
and like like literally one of like Mac's points in his video, which they like defend, which is so funny to me, is that like characters need flaws, but like a character's morals can put them in bad situations like that. Like I don't know if you've ever seen Fate, but like
No,
Shiro
no.
gets put into some bad situations because he's like, oh well, I need to save everybody, and it's like, oh well, it's
Right.
either you choose your girlfriend or the planet. So which is it, buddy? Like it's
But like, doesn't Mac also complain like later on how like some characters are just getting a lot of backstories and just more character depth? That's what I find funny. I don't know if I called that out in the video as well, but because I wasn't sure if he was actually doing that based on the context, but yeah, that's what it
for
seemed
anybody
like.
who's
That's
watching this, I don't know if you're streaming or if you're recording this, but like,
no, I am
for
streaming.
anybody, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
For anybody who's like watching this now or like later, um, when I say this, I might not remember his video fully. Like, sorry, I don't watch his video every day
Yeah,
still.
right, right. I watched it
But
once, and
like,
then and the only reason why I watched it multiple times was just to add the clips into it
I
in
just
editing. But that's it.
remember when I'd be like reacting to the video with my friends, because sometimes what I do to get like what I want to put in a video is I'll react to it with my friends and we'll just have like a conversation about it.
Right, right.
And at one point of his video, I think it's like early on, he's just like, "Oh, we don't have enough information about like Rengoku or some shit." I think it was. And later
Yes,
on, he's just
yes.
like, "Oh, I don't give a shit about Open Eye. His backstory's dumb." It's boring.
Right.
It's
And like
damn, dude,
Tegan's backstory is irrelevant and like whatever the fuck.
dude, out of all the backstories you want to like
He
pick
hates
on, you
it.
want to pick on Open Eyes? I'm like, really? I'm like,
Right.
out of all, like,
Why
the
open eye?
backstories do get a little bit much. I said this on live stream. When you're watching it as like a movie format, like when I was watching like the Infinity Castle movie, there was like 4 or 5 flashbacks, and I was
Right,
like,
right.
holy
No,
shit.
yeah, like that. I understand that there's a lot of that
Like
going on.
when you're saying that for one movie, I can see like how it's bad, but like when I was reading the manga and you like read like a few chapters per day and stuff like that, it's not really that bad. It's like when you're just watching it like all at once, I can see why it can be a bit like
Yes, yeah,
overwhelming.
yeah. But obviously, I guess with his case, he was just obviously talking about it in general, like the anime,
Yeah.
without the movie format.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who like think that like I'm like unable to like criticize. They think I like love every part of Demon Slayer.
This is
And I'm
right,
just like,
same. That's the
it's
misconception with
wild.
me too. Like they just people paint me as someone who's glazing it. Even those two idiots were. Like they thought I'm glazing it in their own video reacting to my stuff. Yeah, they thought I was just glazing it, and that like I'm saying that's because it's simple, and like they're saying that I'm implying that it's good even because it's simple. Like what? Like, what are we talking
Yeah,
about?
that's the thing too. Dude, I got a lot of flack for that. Holy shit.
Right, like I just tell
When I
them
made
that's
the
how it
claim,
is. That's just what I tell them. Like that's just what it is and how it's done in the show. And then yeah, people make it seem like I'm saying it's simple because or it's good because it's simple. Like what the fuck?
yeah, no, like a simple premise can be fine. You don't
Oh
need
yeah,
everything to have like monster writing or like
explanation. Yeah.
yeah, you don't need like that level of detail in every story. Like unless if you just like I always ask people like a simple question. I'm like, okay, well, do you like Dragon Ball, for example? And if they're like, yeah, I like Dragon Ball, it's like I hate to tell you, man, Dragon Ball is not that deep as a story. Like you can get some deep messages from it, but overall, it's not like I'm not thinking of like Goku versus like Vegeta, and I'm not like, shoot, man, the
Right.
thematic nature of allegories to like World War II, man, like
Right.
fuck, bro, this is so good.
Right.
No.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Like you can get good like as long as like what I look for in a story is character consistency.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Like obviously if the character does develop for it to be reasonable for cause and effect to work how it should.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly. Exactly.
um for stuff to actually matter for characters.
Right.
Like if like Rengoku died and nobody gave a fuck, I would be like, wow, all right, we
Yeah.
just moved on from that.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
pretty dumb.
And nobody
Like I want
cared.
to yeah, like stuff to actually matter.
Right.
I like plot. Obviously, you don't want retcons in your story. Like if the narrative's consistent and all that other stuff, and you got like some character work, because like even though Tanjiro himself doesn't develop the most,
Right.
um, it's I don't think always like static characters are bad. Like
Right.
even if
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
like even then Tanjiro still does like change kind of throughout the arcs and shit like that.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. I
He
bring that
goes
up
from
in terms of his
like
strength. Yeah. Yeah. Just him being
yeah.
strong in general and just how stronger he's getting. Yeah.
Well, he goes from like kind of like trying to understand demons somewhat, like to like hesitating to kill them, to being like, "Oh, I'm gonna make you fucking pay for your sins with Hatengu and shit like that."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right.
But like I was always just like all the Hashiro's like character work is usually pretty good. Like I like Shinobu's, I like OpenEye, I love Sanemi. Guillaume's character work is all they all have really good stuff like
Oh yeah.
throughout the chapters and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Especially Muichiro. Muichiro is a huge. He gets a lot of character work. I
Oh
always
yeah.
thought Muichiro was pretty good. Even though he's not my favorite Hashira, I'm just like, dude, he's cool. He's
Yeah, same.
awesome.
Yeah, I feel the same way about Maritro as well. Yeah, I feel the same way.
You just like I don't know. I just don't get the whole notion that like these characters have like nothing to them. That's always just kind
Hmm.
of baffled me.
Right.
Like the characters that like I even said like I don't think Zenitsu's that great of a character, which people did not like that. They were like on my side of the day, just be like, they're like, dude, I can't believe you didn't like Zenitsu. It's like it's kind of hard because he's not there for like a full arc, and then like Kaigaku is kind of just a nobody. I'm gonna be so for real with everybody. He's
Right.
just
Yeah.
like
Yeah. It was kind of obvious with the like, with the whole thing that we know now with Infinity Castle in OS. Yeah.
yeah, you're
Based on the
just like he
yeah.
kind of just shows up. He shows up in like one flashback in Mount Nanaguma arc, and then the next time you hear about Kaigaku, he turns into a demon, and him and Zenitsu. It's like it just kind of felt like forced, like that. I was just like that,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
this had to be like a like Zenitsu's moment in the series. And I always said that like a character fix you could have done with that is literally just have Kaigaku be like a participant in the story,
Right.
and like
Right.
so you can
Yeah. If
actually
you saw more
see.
of him, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like I said, I can criticize Demon Slayer. There's shit
Right.
I
Like,
don't
yeah.
like about it.
Yeah.
Like,
It definitely has its flaws, and I mean, I've said that many times. Like, yeah, this show, even in my own original video, I said it. Like, bro, this shit can have flaws, and it does. Of course.
yeah, and
Maybe I should
then
have called out its flaws in the video, but I guess that's my only L there. But I mean, yeah, I've addressed it in front of those idiots as well. So I've told them some of my flaws. I've told them straight up, like, yeah, I have this, and that. Some of my flaws. But again, for
for
some
sure.
people will still paint me as someone who's just kind of glazing the show anyway. But yeah, I digress.
Yeah, and I was just like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, I now released a K-pop Demon Hunters video. Where's all the comments saying that I just glazed K-pop Demon Hunters? Is that my new favorite series now? It's like, it's like, no, it's not.
Right, right.
um, no. Speaking of them, I didn't watch much of their live stream because I just saw some of the shit that they would like say, and I was just like, well, I don't want to interact with this. Because like I already before I found out that they even like made a live stream about it because I didn't even know who these cats were.
Me neither. Yeah,
Like I
before.
said,
Yeah.
and like I don't even mean that as like an offensive thing. If somebody's
No,
like,
no, yeah, of course
they're
not.
like, oh, you ever heard what Kaden makes? Like, if somebody like went up to Mac for example and was like, oh, did you hear about Kaden makes films in his video about it? He's like, dude, who the fuck is that? I wouldn't be hurt
Exactly.
by it. I'm like, dude, I'm a channel with I was at the time I was a
Right.
channel with like 500 subs. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna be
exactly,
hurt by that.
exactly. Yeah, I see what you're saying. No, I get it. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like in like some of their live stream that I watched, like half the time it would be like I'd say something to be like, you know who this dude sounds like, and then they'd bring up some person who I don't
Right.
even
They
know.
did, they
And
did
like
that with me too, bro.
I'm like,
You see what this guy
okay,
looks like? Because I show my face, obviously. Like they were doing that in
yeah.
the beginning, bro.
Like I was just like,
Like what the?
okay. I
Right.
was just
Right.
like, all right.
That's why I
Like,
was. Yeah, because people were like in the original video before it actually started kind of blowing up. Like a lot of them just were leaving comments like, "Yo, this guy made a video on you. Like, y'all, are you gonna watch it? Are you gonna watch it?" And again, like I'm not scared of like rebuttals or whatever. So I was watching moments of it live, and yeah, I was like, "You see who this guy looks like?" That's the first thing I hear from those guys. I
yeah.
was like,
So then
"What?"
I saw that, and then like in the beginning of my video, I think I referenced like Cosmonaut Variety Hour. And because there's like Cosmonaut makes this critique about Star Wars Episode 3,
Yeah.
where it says like in the title crawl that there was heroes on both sides. He's like, what is that supposed to mean? He's like, and I was just like, dude, are you? I was like, do you think like that the Confederacy in Star Wars is like, yeah, Count Dooku's evil, we support evil.
Right.
It's like no, to them, Count Dooku and General Grievous are their war heroes. That's what it means. It's heroes on both sides. So
Right.
they
Right.
obviously have your own champion. Even in like back then, like in old times, like in any war, like even the evil side, for example, or like the side that like you know, obviously did the despicable things that we look back on in shame. Like you'd be like, the people living in the moment are like, yeah, our leader's evil. Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
Like
we
it's
love
like no,
evil.
usually that they usually support them for a reason. Like they
Yeah,
usually
of course,
support them
yeah.
because they believe the same ideology or
Well,
what have
whatever it
you.
may be, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just like, yeah, we know Count Dooku and General Grievous is evil. Like they like what like they're but so the people of the Confederacy, they want them to win. That's their hero. That's their champion. Like
Right, right.
and then like A-list exists. We're just like they're like, you gotta explain what that means. They just start going.
You
Like,
can't just say that and not tell us what it means.
they're like, you gotta explain that. I'm like, dude, like, you're kind of just like proving my point, but like,
Right,
whatever. Like, I'm not.
right.
Like, it's just kind of ironic. I'm not even gonna. It's kind of like with the whole manga like extras. It's like, yeah, you guys are like people like that are just reasons why manga extras are like, I don't know. They might have to like be used just because of our current climate and just
Right,
people just
right.
not rooting.
Right, exactly. And like so a lot of people I guess seem to have comprehension issues from what it sounds like.
Oh yeah, for sure. I
Yeah.
saw some like got some comments about people saying like, why don't they not just like
So,
gas bomb um I'm not kidding. That's like a real comment in somewhere in my video. They were saying, why don't they not just like fucking like gas the entire area to like weed out demons? I'm like, dude, you
oh,
know,
the
like
wisteria. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm like, you know how bad of an idea? Yeah, let's just commit terrorism. Like, yeah, because
But not
like
even
they,
inconsiderate of humans on the human side. Let's just gas the whole area
yeah,
though.
like in Demon Slayer, they make it clear that like okay, like tiny bits of wisteria, like if you have some like I don't know what it's called, but like when they get like the little stick and they like light that on fire and they put in like the little like face or whatever.
Yeah, like a little torch or something.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
like just like keep like the smell there. It's like that's not bad, but I'm like, dude, you know how much dosage would be if you just like gas bombed
Right.
like
Right.
I'm like, holy, like you would, yeah, the Japanese government I think would for sure have a problem with the Demon Slayer corps if they're just gas bombing like
Right.
this shit.
Right. Like if
I'm
that
like,
was yeah.
oh,
Like
oh
I can't
my.
believe that's that's a real comment. I can't fucking believe that.
Yeah, I just there's so much stuff
Yeah, there's just
about
so much
that.
dumb shit. Yeah. And the amount of times I
Like,
explain to people like, oh, when going back to like those kind of comments and like, I mean, the ones I've gone weren't really as dumb as that, but like they'll just be like, oh, why doesn't everyone just use the code of Wisteria or whatever? And then like in our rebuttal to it, and they never fucking reply. I'll just tell them like, yeah, bro. I mean, did you not understand what the demons themselves like? It's kind of like a collective hive mind, and if word gets back to Muzan and everyone uses poison, it's like everyone will pull a Doma and just kind of build a little bit of immunity to it.
yeah, I don't know if you watched part two, but like another argument in my video was like, okay, let's assume that this poison kind of just works.
Right,
Okay,
right,
like
right.
it's not gonna like the average demon shitters are gonna still get like they're gonna still be hindered by it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like okay, sure. Small little issue I have. Who's gonna make this poison? Who's gonna make a
Right,
lot of this poison?
right.
Like, is it gonna be the samurai who's never done this before? Is it gonna be the swordsmith? Is it gonna be the kakushi? Like, and the
Right.
kakushi already do like 8 different tasks in the Demon Slayer Corps to begin with. So I'm like, where's the manpower? Who's going to distribute it? Like,
Right, exactly.
genuinely, who's
Because
going
yeah,
to?
that's why only a few people know how to do it. And so I brought up the whole Shinobu thing, and then the A-list exist people be like, "Oh, they're just making it seem like they're hiding it on purpose," and like, they're just making so many dumb comparisons. It don't get it with all that. And like
Because
Shinobu's
like
just hiding it just because, and like, oh, like my sister died. Well, whatever. We're not gonna tell you how to make that. Like that's what they were just making it seem like how it was.
yeah, that's like really weird. It's like even then Shinobu doesn't. I even brought this up in my video. They like Hashira already have like a ton of duties they imply in the demon, so that's why they don't take in trainees. That's like if somebody ever is like, oh, why didn't they not just do the Hashira training arc before? It's like because they genuinely just don't have time for that. They only did that
Yeah,
because
yeah.
there was like nobody there, like because it was like all the demons like hid in the Infinity Castle or whatever in preparation.
Right.
Um,
And wasn't it just to like also like yeah, since now they've been getting the marks and all that, and they're like, all right, we gotta train our asses off, and yeah, isn't that
Yeah, it
yeah,
was just generally just to get the because they were just like, okay, well, it's seeming like it's going to be a final war, so it's time to actually train them.
right?
If there was any time to like give Demon Slayer poisons, I think that's probably like the only example that you could bring up.
I
But
guess yeah, yeah, true.
But like even then, I'm just like Shinobu is so meticulous about how her poisons work. It would be pretty bad if she like was just shooting herself in the foot to just you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like for
yeah,
these
yeah.
others to just kill like the fodder, like the literal just like
Literal fodder.
yeah, the like not the Kizuki because if you don't kill it like the Kizuki, it doesn't matter. The Kizuki are not dying to the lower ranked demon slayers, even if they do have poison on their blades, they're all just gonna get mauled like
Exactly.
bad.
Yeah, exactly. Right, right. So like that whole idea of like, oh, why doesn't everyone just do it? You know what I mean? Like again, like doesn't matter with the fodder.
It's yeah, because at a
Even
certain point,
Morita
it's
wouldn't make a difference.
because we saw like at a certain point that like these demons just like power cliff like the hell out of
Oh
like your
yeah,
average slayer.
of
Like
course.
Rui,
Yeah.
who's like lower five, like this other demon slayer's like, yeah, I got this, and literally just got like he like shook his hand and the guy got turned into like spaghetti. Like he just instantly died. Like they
Right.
were they were sending what? It was like 50 like of the lowest like of the lower ranked demon slayers and they couldn't even defeat the mother spider. None of them even got close to the mother
Right.
spider demon.
And obviously with all the cocoons we saw in that mountain arc.
Yeah, they were getting mangled by like non Kuzuki level like demons. Like these are like
Exactly.
kind
Yeah.
of like they didn't even make it to like father spider demon who would just absolutely just maul all of them. They would all just instantly die.
Right.
Like so like it's just like sure, I guess if you're like talking about like the weakest of shittiest demons ever, but like at that point they're already like better than
Right.
them to begin with if they're able to kill them because like the demon slayers are so ass outside of like the Hashira like that they
Exactly.
just
Yeah.
don't that's like kind of like a plot point in the series. It's like outside of the Hashira, it's like the rest of the demon slayer corps kind of sucks.
Right.
Like it's like you just get to that thing and like same thing with guns. I feel like guns is like kind of funny. Because it's like guns you could, but then I feel like that they would get like hella limited by only using guns.
That too.
And
Yeah.
I don't know, like if you have one person using a shotgun, fine. But if you have like the entire Demon Slayer Corps running around with guns and shit like that, and they're just shooting around these like neighborhoods and stuff like that, I
Yeah.
don't know how good of their public image would be. That's like kind
Right.
of the
Right.
whole thing.
Right. Especially how
Like
these
it's
villages look like. Yeah. Imagine many people with guns like that. Oh man.
yeah,
So
very very close
accidents will
split
happen.
because
Yeah. Accidents will happen.
if I recall correctly, it's not you're not even really allowed that commonly to just brandish a sword. So imagine you're just hearing gunshots from like every neighborhood going off every night. It's like,
Oh
yeah, the
hell
Japanese government's not going to be okay with that. They're going to be like,
no.
"Oh, what are you guys doing? I'm trying to hunt demons." Uh,
Yo, yeah, my
it's,
fault.
oh, okay, yeah, just keep doing what you guys are doing. Like,
Yeah, you're demon slayers. Y'all good. Y'all get the pass. Go ahead.
I s- there's just not. Most of the critiques are very bad.
They were,
They're
yeah.
awful.
So I guess to go back to those guys, like, what was it specifically? Because I didn't want to bother reading all of their fucking comments on that live stream. Oh, like well, like you left a comment and like talking about how they you mentioned how they reacted to your stuff, and then they came in, of course, rebuttaling. So like, what was that whole rebuttal argument you guys were talking about in that comment section?
I'm rereading a little bit too because I just watched it a little and I was just like, oh boy.
Yeah, like, talking about like Tondro and something like that, like killing demons except his sister, kind of. That's the first few comments I saw, and I was like, yeah, I can't be bothered, dude.
So I bring up I'm just rereading it right now.
Oh,
I
you're good.
bring up that basically I forgot to mention in my own video that I was like, oh, the reason why Yuichiro and Tamayo helped Tanjiro to begin with was because he didn't kill the demon that didn't kill anybody. He literally just turned into a demon right in front of him.
Right, right.
Um, like Tanjiro doesn't, and like like one of the arguments that people bring up is like, oh well, he was gonna use his sword against Muzan. It's like, or no, or that he wasn't gonna do it in public. And I was like, okay, well, he was literally gonna use his sword again. He was gonna fight Muzan right there on the spot. Like,
Right, until he saw that family, right? Or at least saw like the kid and everything and the
yeah,
family.
he
Yeah.
saw. he saw the kid and
And
stuff,
the
and
mom,
then
yeah.
right after that, Tundra literally makes a scene talking about how he's going to chase him till like the ends of hell or some
Right,
stuff like that. Like,
right. Like I will beat you. I will kick your ass, basically, in public,
yeah.
making a scene. Yeah.
Um, sorry, I'm just reading this real
No, no,
quick.
no. You're good, bro. Take your time.
Because I really don't want to like say this, and if they watch this, I want them to be like, Kaden makes films is a disingenuous liar. It's
Yeah,
like no,
right.
I'm like no,
Right.
you could read your own comments. I'll
Right,
fucking
exactly, bro. They were saying that shit to me too. Like, oh, why would you lie to us saying that we insulted you? But they never brought up all these examples, like, and the way they just went like, "Ew," because I said Nezuko-chan just like that. I didn't put on a voice. I didn't say it in the most cringy way possible, like Zenitsu.
yeah.
I literally just said Nezuko-chan just for the commentary in the video, and they're just like, "Ew." They never brought all that up. But no, I'm the one being disingenuous though. Like
Yeah,
lying
yeah,
about ruining their image, lying about them. Like how could you make us look bad? Like we never insulted you. And literally like later in that stream, like I pull up the clips and pull up the part of the video where someone in their audience draws basically a cartoon picture of me, and yeah, and they're laughing at it, and they pull it up on their stream. But like no, they're being cordial. They're being nice to me though, you know, just like making fun of how I edit, I guess, and like how I put in silly music. It's literally like a couple seconds of Seinfeld music, but I guess I'm an overreactor. I edit a lot. I put silly
yeah.
music. Like what the fuck is
Yeah.
that?
I
What
don't
is
know
that?
that I never really like when people do that. Like even I watch like EFAP they're called. Like I usually like to watch their streams. And
Yeah.
whenever they like go after somebody, I'm just like, oh man, I'm like just talk about the video. I'm like we
Right,
don't
that's
gotta
all I wanted.
like
Like,
go
obviously,
over.
I'm not offended by the shit that they're saying. I'm just like, bro, stick to the video. I mean, you are being
No,
insulting, but I don't give a shit about it. But like, just stick to the damn video.
yeah, no. If the person's like a shitty person in general, like if it's like Boogie2988 or something like that, I don't give a
Right,
fuck.
right.
I'll make fun of Boogie on stream. Like I
Oh, of
think I've
course,
made
yeah,
jokes,
yeah.
but yeah, like he's genuinely an awful person. But
He is,
like
yeah.
when we're talking about like anime, dude, I'm like, why are we doing this, man? I'm like, we're
Right,
all
right,
like
right.
adults. Like we're talking about fucking. It's
I-
basically
It's
kid shows,
it's a
dude.
kid
I'm
show.
like,
Yeah, we're
dude,
talking about a goddamn cartoon, man, and like this is what we're doing.
yeah, I'm like we don't gotta do
Or
all
because I
that.
had an opinion on it, and obviously,
Like you
I,
can even look at all my comments responding to them. I'd never really insult them. I'll just be like,
no,
okay,
bro,
well,
yeah,
I'm just like, eh.
just like we said in the beginning. I'm not meaning this as an insult way, but like, both of us didn't even know who they were until they came about watching our stuff.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So come on. And like I get, and then I get people like triggered senpai coming into my stuff like, yeah, man, just like don't watch them, bro. They're toxic. So hey, I'm not like the only one, you know. I'm not the only guy that's ever called y'all toxic. So it's like these guys just don't know how to look in the mirror, I guess. Even though, and they're just like, oh well, it's just a picture, like the fucking
oh,
one of their audience members drew of me, and they're like, it's just a picture, man. I don't see anything wrong with it. Well, of course, it's not you guys. It's not you, and you know, what I mean, it's not your audience insulting y'all.
yeah,
It's you guys insulting someone else. So of course you're gonna find it funny. I was
yeah.
like, I
That's
told them that,
almost
and like they
like,
don't get it. Somehow they don't get it, and like it's like they've never spoken to other human beings before. I guess I don't know. I don't.
yeah. Just anybody like that on the internet. It's like, okay, well, if you're gonna do that, don't like start crying because another like streamer makes fun of you guys. Like, don't
Yeah,
do that.
and
Like,
funny
you
enough,
can't.
they do. They do cry about it. They
Yeah,
li-
that's I was like, I'm
right.
like you can't do that. Which I don't know what Triggered said because they were claiming that Triggered made all these like fucking weird ass claims about them. Like I said, I've
Right.
never spoke to Triggered. I
Neither
only
have I.
watched.
No, no.
I've literally only watched part of his video about mine. That was it. That was the only like.
Wait, he saw
Uh,
a video. He made a video about yours. Trigger did.
he didn't make a video. It was like one of his streams or
Oh, like a
whatever.
clip. Okay,
Like
right, right.
yeah, like he was like watching it. And like he even disagrees with some of the stuff, which like he kind of like skimmed over the entire Tadro Chosen One thing. But at least he was like, "Oh well, I think like basically every main character is a chosen one, or like most characters are chosen
Right,
one." So I
like
was like,
yeah,
"Okay,
exactly.
whatever." I was
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
"Sure,
Like
that's
yeah, and like yeah, that's like that is a fair claim because or like it's like various degrees with many characters because obviously some are like yeah, the world does become a little stagnant until the character shows up, the main protagonist. I get that, you know what I mean? Like, but it's like various degrees. It's different in some ways and maybe similar, with other characters. So I guess I can understand where he comes from when he says that.
right, right." That's why I was just like, "Okay, well." Okay, if you're gonna be consistent about that with every series, I'm like, I really okay, whatever. I'm like,
Right.
that's fine. I'm sorry.
Right, right.
Like, I'm
Right,
like, I'm not gonna be pissed about that.
right, right.
But okay, so you were asking about like what they like
Well, yeah,
disagreed with
just
me
yeah,
with.
what the disagreement was, the back and forth. Yeah,
So
what
it
was the point?
started with that like, okay, so when I brought up the guy, they said, okay, well, Tanjiro was going to cure Nezuko, but he never thought about curing any other demon. He said, and then they were like, oh, the reason why, hold on, I just saw it. The reason why, this is quotes. The reason why Tanjiro doesn't cut off that demon's head in the middle of the street when people don't know he is a demon and Tanjiro is a demon slayer. Oh my fuck, no periods or anything. Is because it would it would be seen as an act of murder. Yeah, from the police's perspective, a dude bit his wife, then the other guy tackled him and cut off his head. Tanjiro had no intention of capturing or letting the person go. It was only because Tamayo said, I'll take him, that it was no longer his concern. If she was not there, that demon would be dead. Unlike with Nezuko, Tanjiro's first thought and concern is not saving that guy. And then, so like my argument after that was like, okay, so there's a lot to unpack there.
Well, I mean, first of all, yeah,
So
that's as relative versus a stranger. First of all, but sorry.
so we're acting like that like in Demon Slayer, like these characters haven't killed a lot of demons in front of people before.
Right. At that point, yes.
Rengoku literally brings out a sword in front of a train conductor. Is like, yeah, sorry, I gotta deal with this shit real quick, and then fucking just lobs off a demon's head.
Right, exactly.
Um, Tanjiro, like Daki is evil, right?
Of course,
Like
yeah.
she's obviously a demon,
But
like
yeah.
with her like weird skin and stuff like that. But like she's still very human looking. Like there's a lot of like there was the like that was like one of the whole plot points that she was so well at hiding was because she was like beautiful and she
Yeah, of
could
course,
like
yeah, yeah.
she could blend in very well. And literally Tanjiro's like sword fighting her in the middle of the streets while people were like watching. It's like, yeah, no, I don't think public perception is Tanjiro's concern. And
Right.
like if a demon slayer gets arrested, we've seen that like with like obviously Tanjiro wouldn't know this, so like I'm not saying that like Tanjiro knows about Kaguya, but
Right, right,
like
right.
we've seen that like Guillaume got arrested for
Yeah,
murder
of course,
because
yeah, yeah.
there's a bunch of dead kids and
The
you
demon
know he's the
disappeared,
only one
yeah.
there. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the only one there.
Right.
And literally Kaguya just came by like money spread and then fucking got him out of prison. Like he got him out of jail.
Right.
Um so like they have like some sort of insurance, I'm sure, but like either way, Tanjiro's like this superhuman that could just get away. And like it's Taisho era Japan. It's like they're gonna what are they gonna do? Like make a drawing of this? They don't have CCTV
Right, right,
and
right. They
shit
don't have
like that.
cameras, yeah.
Like if
They
they
can't do
do, it's
autopsies.
like have you ever seen like the footage of like people using cameras from back then and how long that shit would take? It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah, that's not feasible.
Right,
And
exactly,
I'm like,
right.
regardless, you're telling me that like the woman would be like, yeah, he just killed my husband for no reason. He just
Right.
murdered him. It's like,
Again, they wouldn't even be able to do an autopsy.
yeah, he's gone, and the woman can literally attest the fact that she was like, her husband became a rabid animal and tried to kill her.
Right, right.
And with all the, and you're telling me with all those public witnesses that they wouldn't attest to seeing this guy vanish? Like he just literally like he like
Right,
vanished
after he
like
gets killed,
Dracula.
yeah, that
Like
shit would be
come
vanishing.
on, man. Like
Right,
you
man.
can't pull out public perception and then like ignore all that other shit. Like
Right, right.
so then I'm just like I didn't even argue that because I think I literally just read that part and I was just like, holy shit, that's not relevant. I was just like,
Right,
that's
yeah,
fucking
right.
stupid.
That's just how they rebuttal. We'll bring up some things that are not even relevant, just like how we talked about earlier. Yeah.
Because like I said, there's a lot of times in Demon Slayer where these guys will just kill demons in front of others. Like
Right. Yeah.
it happens a couple times, a
That
few
definitely
times
happened. Yeah,
actually.
exactly. Yeah. Of course.
Like I can't believe that after the sunrise countdown, the cops didn't just arrest all the survivors. Like, you know.
Right. What are we talking about?
um,
Like, what is that?
so, I said, so would you be kind and I would say, would you be kind enough to show me anywhere in chapter 14 of Demon Slayer where Tanjiro implies that he doesn't kill the demon because it's in the middle of the street? And I said, because I went to double check if I was possibly mistaken. And Tanjiro says multiple times that the man is innocent and that he hasn't killed anyone yet. And then I basically just say like, oh, so unless if I missed something, then I basically make the joke that I'm like, do you have a secret copy of Demon Slayer? Where his concern is the public eye.
Yeah, because you can't say that to your audience, man. You'd be a grifter, you know. You can't be, you know, you can't tell anyone you have a copy. uh,
Uh, And then I said, and then basically I follow up on my own comment. I said that he says this not only out loud but in his head, and I'm like, so do you think like Tanjiro like lies to himself in his brain? Like, is he just like thinking lies to himself? He's like, oh yeah, the man hasn't killed anybody yet, but I actually want to kill him this entire time. Like,
right.
I'm gonna wait till I can take him behind the alleyway and like decapitate him. It's like,
Hmm.
I'm like, it's kind of like when people will say that shit like about like Bleach characters and stuff like that. They're like, oh, the character's lying. I'm like, yeah, they're lying in their own thoughts. Yeah, it makes sense to me, man.
Right.
It's not even like the character like trying to encourage themselves. It's to be like, oh, this guy's really strong, and they'll be like, no, the character's lying. It's like, okay.
Right.
Um, and he's basically just going on about like why would Tanjiro be thinking of this, and he says Tanjiro says, give me the restraints, and that's all. Which that's not all. I can literally, if you want, I can literally grab the manga panel. And,
Again, or maybe they do have a secret copy. They can look for it themselves.
Because like yeah, Tanjiro does say give me the restraints, but that's like when the police officers pull up to him. I'm like,
right.
no, like what I'm referring to is before that page.
Yeah,
right?
like during that situation when it's all going down, exactly.
And then he says there's never any indication that he's going to lock this guy up. This is the seventh demon that Tanjiro has encountered on screen. Only one of them he has tried to save because it was his sister. And like I said, I obviously disagree with that because like Tanjiro doesn't try to kill a demon that's trying to eat his wife.
Oh yeah, right, yeah, right.
And then he said, are you saying that Tundra planned to save the guy or lock him up? You'd have to prove that, which you can't. Or are you saying that he would have to cut his demons in the middle of the street with a... What the fuck? Are you saying that they would have to cut the demon's head in the middle of the street when they couldn't get on the train with swords? Whatever you say is happening is headcanon, and it's not headcanon. Oh my god, dude! Fucking use commas, bro. Like,
right, it's a headache to me. Yeah, it's a headache.
Which I'm not even the best with grammar either. There's times where I just spam the shit out of commas, but fuck, man.
No, I get it.
Sorry, I don't mean to swear this much on your stream.
No, you're good, bro. I swear all the time anyway. It's all good. I'm not picky.
They said it's not headcanon that the demon slayers slay demons, and Tanjiro has slayed 4 on screen. Oh, all right. Like it's
what? Wait, what?
He's basically saying that like, oh, what you're saying is headcanon, and demon slayers killing demons is canon, and Tanjiro has killed 4 demons. I'm like, fuck, man, I solved the case there, man.
Yeah, but yeah, case closed, I guess.
Sorry, I don't mean to turn this into a reading session with me reading all these comments. I'm literally just
no, you're good.
If they pull up any part of the stream, I'm literally reading the comments word for word. You can
right, exactly, yeah.
Not edited of the time of this video.
Right, because
so
exactly.
Go back and edit those comments. That's not fucking what was said. And don't worry, I have this.
Yeah, because like they do that, by the way, because in the part of the video where I brought in my friend for the video, they thought my friend was just Wikipediaing all the shit about the Demon Slayers and how those 3 specific sword slash attacks were all different or whatever. And they're like, yeah, wow, he had to bring in a friend to and then he had to Wikipedia that shit. Well, the context of that is that was a clip from a stream, and my friend he was explaining it to me already, and then he was looking it up to be sure. So like it wasn't him Wikipediaing anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Right.
Or like or that I phoned a friend or whatever the fuck they were saying.
Right.
Him in his chat.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why, okay, like, some of my comments say edited, but you can literally see, whenever I edit a comment, I usually, like, hit, like, shift enter a couple times, and I'll type in edit to, like, show, like, what I'm adding to it.
Right.
I don't like to blow up people's, like, fucking inboxes with me just, like, fucking up and...
Yeah, right.
Shit like that.
Right.
Let's see. And then I say...
Yeah, especially with how the comments are formatted now, it is just kind of confusing. So I don't blame you. At least for me, the way they have
it's like,
formatted
why
the
is my
comments.
screen so tiny?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like zooming in Okay. I don't know why I had it like minimized for some reason, but it makes sense. That's why videos take forever to produce, guys. Like I
Yeah,
don't know how
yeah,
to use the
yes,
internet.
yes, exactly.
Um, so I basically am like arguing that like, okay, yeah, sure, Tanjiro doesn't have like an exact plan, but it's clear like by what he thinks in his head, he doesn't have the intention of killing him
Right.
in like this instance. And I'm like all the demons that you've talked about prior have killed somebody. Like they are all
Exactly. Right.
guilty. They've all
Right.
killed. And then they said something somewhere in this conversation because we like argued for like
Yeah, it was
quite a bit.
definitely a couple comments, and I know, and I like how one of them was like, it was you saying like, well, they didn't answer your question.
Yeah,
So
because like
I want to know what that was in reference to.
do you know which comment it was? Or
Um, it was still in that comment section, but it might have. It was definitely no doubt like a couple comments like later after all this, and yeah, it was you rebuttaling back, and then I guess obviously they rebutted, and then you mentioned, and then after that you mentioned like, yeah, something about like not answering their question. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm basically at the point where they're basically like saying that like Tanjiro has like he doesn't have a plan to take this demon with him, and that's going to be like a huge burden for them. And then they basically this is where they kind of insert the idea of like heads I win, tails you lose.
Kind of,
Because then
yeah.
they're because like they thought that my argument was going to be well Tanjiro is stupid. That's quite literally what they're saying in this comment. They said well then that's another discussion.
That's a
But he
whole
has not
different,
been shown to
yeah.
be dumb and harbor no means of containment or disguise. So then I for one respond with saying that like Tanjiro literally thinks to himself. He says it'll be fine. There will definitely be a way. Like Tanjiro's literally thinking of ways to save this guy.
Right, right.
And then I quote later on in the chapter where it says, "And this person hasn't harmed anyone as well." So Tanjiro's justifying his actions right now as to what he's doing.
Right, right.
Um, and like, sure, Tundra doesn't have a plan at the moment, but that's kind of what sucks about being put in some situations. It's like, yeah, it's kind of hard to figure a plan right on the spot when there's a
Exactly,
lot of.
especially yeah, and given the severity of everything that's going on with him, like everything he's doing is on the fly. you know, he doesn't know what to do with
Yeah,
Nezuko before he even met Tamio and all them. You know what I mean? Like all of the shit he's doing is just on the fly for what it looks like, and obviously he doesn't have a
yeah.
plan.
And like I said, that's not stupidity. Sticking to your morals and stuff like that isn't stupidity. Does it kind of screw you over sometimes? Yeah,
Of
it
course, yeah,
does.
of course.
Yeah, that's kind of the tragic part. It's like Tanjiro had to make the decision whether to try to restrain this guy with cops smacking him on the back with
right, a
with
15-year-old. Like,
batons.
come on now.
Yeah, like he's obviously in a it's literally just he's in a terrible situation. It's like I don't know what else you want me to tell you, man. It's like Tanjiro obviously doesn't want to kill the guy, but he also like he doesn't have a way of curing him at the moment. Like he has to
right, right.
like even with his sister, it wasn't like his sister was just chilling. His sister tried eating him alive.
Right, because
Like in
that's
the
what they
first.
mentioned too. Like when that's how they rebuttal with me. Because like, right, like in their eyes, I guess demons can be good from the get go. But like, I tried telling them, like, bro, has there just been a demon from the get go? Like, not like Tamio, because I know with her, she already off some people, her own family. But like, has there ever been a fucking demon in general? Like they just started off good and like, yeah, fuck Muzan as soon as they turn into one. No, of course not. So I don't understand this idea that they can be good. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah,
just
and
demons in general. Like
I I would think I didn't bring this up in our conversation, so I'm not going to do
no, no, no,
revisionist history. But
no.
yeah,
You're
quite
good. Yeah.
literally, obviously Nezuko didn't like break the curse until like a lot after. So like I
Yeah.
think Tanjiro can like yeah, I think he obviously reconciles with that, or like he'll like he has that in somewhere in his brain that like oh yeah, obviously a freshly turned demon isn't going to be like good or easy to work
Because we
with.
we
Like
brought it up too, like bro, we brought it up. My friend and I brought that up, like that scene that you guys are talking about. I was like, well, did we not like immediately remember after he turned into it, like he attacked his wife? Like, come on now, or something like that, or he may even try to.
yeah,
Yeah, so
so like he, if anything, he actually harmed her. Like
exactly, yeah.
he got jaws in that shoulder. That got some torn tendons in there. That thing's
Right. So
cooked.
again, what's up with this implication that they could just be good from the get go? Well, I know they're not saying from the get go because I know they'll listen to every single word that comes out of my lips. Like that's how crazy these guys are. But like,
You know what? Yeah, no, I'll stand on that. No demon in Demon Slayer has been good since like they just got turned into a demon.
exactly, yeah,
None,
exactly. Well, there,
none,
yeah,
zero.
yeah. There hasn't been a
Tan-
case like that. Nope.
Tanjiro turns into a demon and tries like whacking Gyu in a Kakushi. Like,
Right. Like, what are we
and those are
talking
like his
about?
first instincts to do.
Right.
Like, and like, okay,
Right.
granted, him and Nezuko were infused with more blood, but like, I'm no shot like your average human's gonna be able to resist Smoothon's curse. Like that,
Right.
not. It's like unless if you're like a really strong character, that's when you kind of like accept it more, quote unquote. And like
Yeah.
the only person that like assimilated like very well is like presumably like Kokushibo, but that's already because him and Muzan are like business partners and stuff
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's at the point where like Kokushibo and him are literally like this is guidebook material, so
Exactly. Yeah.
whatever you can say what you want, but it's obvious that like Kokushibo's like his most respected demon, and he literally offers him like the deal and stuff like that.
Right. Right.
Um,
Yeah.
oh
Just in
my
case they
god.
bring him up. Yeah. But yeah. That's. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
And obviously, Kokushibo's intentions weren't good to begin with.
Well,
Like,
right. Exactly.
like he like knew for sure what his like what the bargain was. Like
Right.
he
Right.
was
Of course.
willingly choosing that.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. That's what. Yeah. With the Nezuko stuff, they're just like, well, like Nezuko or whatever, and breaking up Nezuko. And yeah, that's where he brought up. Well, she immediately tried to kill her own brother as soon as she turned into one. So again, this whole thing of like, oh, they could be good from the jump, kind of thing, like, or at least that's for me my interpretation of what they're implying. It's like, nah, bro, that's silly. Like again, we never get examples of it. Nothing's ever shown like of a demon immediately as soon as they turn like they're just good. Like that's never happened. Safe to say.
so so their next point is saying that like he says or they I don't know which one of them is commenting this. Like I don't know
No,
if
they
they're
both
like
have
taking
separate
turns.
accounts, so no doubt it's the. Like I know they're
Yeah,
both
I don't know.
brothers. Compros is another account of it's their brother.
Yeah,
Compros, I think.
I don't
I
know
don't know either. Yeah.
who I'm speaking with, so I'm just like how they could be taking turns for all I know, but like
They share the password.
yeah, share the YouTube account, why not?
Yeah, but
And then so then they say like he immediately says the lady will be fine, and the guy hasn't hurt anyone, which is true. That's why Tanjiro's restraining him. So
right, right, right.
anyways, he's talking about the situation is fairly under control. He next says that's what it says. I didn't make that up.
No, no, right,
He
right.
next says I can't leave him here and forget about him after talking about everyone's conditions. So that means it'll be fine. It's referring to that no one is hurt, and panic is at a low, and not the fact that he will restrain him and then do something. And then they said, edit, even the line "it'll be fine" thought are about the woman's strategy. Or not strategy. I'm sorry. That my fault. My fault. That's not what you guys said. You just said the woman's safety. I'm sorry. The after
Yeah,
gen
no.
brain doesn't work as well
Yeah, no,
sometimes.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah. No, your shit's fried. Right.
Yeah, it's correct.
No, yeah, but no, you're good. You're good.
And they said it doesn't make sense for him to verbalize worrying about someone's safety. Think that he has to do something to restrain and capture him long term, and then think back worrying about the safety of people. It's all one continuous thought pattern. Um. All right. Let me pull up the chapter here. Like I must be fucking for me forgetting.
Right, right.
The thing I hate is some of my favorite manga websites be getting taken down, and I have to use like fan translations.
Right, right.
But at least the fan translation with Demon Slayer are like mostly solid. It's not like the Baki translators, which that's a very fun video to watch, by the way.
Yeah.
Is the all the drama around the Baki. I'm not even into Baki. I just like that shit was so funny though.
It was funny, even with all that. That's such a weird nitpick argument to have, and again, for guys like these, like who really hate this show, it seems like they really care about it. I don't know. You think they just? I understand though. In one aspect, is like that's their content, it's their niche, like not just the anime in general, but yeah. Seems like they
Yeah, so
love to go after everyone who enjoys it.
like here's the manga panels in reference.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
And like yeah, like literally Tanjiro in his head quite literally says, and this person hasn't harmed anybody as well. Like yeah, sure, he's thinking about other people, but he's also considering the demon himself. He's like, yeah, he hasn't killed anybody.
Yet.
He's innocent. He's not a murderer. He's
Right,
like,
right.
like, and especially if you're watching the anime scene, you're telling me that like you're watching the scene and like Tanjiro doesn't give a fuck about this guy. He literally is only doing it for like a means to an end. Like he's
Right.
like screaming and like basically crying over this guy, and he's just like, nah, he actually just wants to brutally murder him. Like he just wants
Right.
he wants to lob off his head. He's no demons allowed here. Like you get what I mean? I'm like that is not at all like the intent of the scene. Like
Right.
that's we're just like yeah, like he mentions the woman because obviously the woman is also important too. She just got harmed. She just got bit on the shoulder.
Right.
But then he's like, "Oh, it's not a fatal wound." So, I can't remember. I thought I read somewhere that they were saying that like, oh, public concern, like the situation. Oh yeah, they said panics at a low. Meanwhile, like in the anime, like in the manga version, you can still see it, but in the anime version, it's like they like form like a full like fight circle around the
Yeah, yeah,
situation happening.
right.
I'm like,
Right.
sure, people are like losing their minds right now, but there's definitely a lot of attention like being placed on the situation right now.
Right.
Like, yeah, the people are panicking because they haven't really quite seen it, but I'm pretty sure people would be freaking out if they just saw a dude just mauling his wife.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, not no like Chris Brown stuff now.
No, of course not. No, no.
We're talking about like actual like cannibalism happening on the street.
Right,
It's
right.
like you'd be like, whoa, what the fuck? Um, So then this is their edit. Oh wait, no, I read their edit. And then this is more of their edit. They said chapter 6. There's two demons in the forest. They are both coming to eat him. Only one has indicated that they have killed before. Tanjiro kills both of them. The demon in town hasn't killed anyone, but he is lunging to do so. So Tanjiro will kill him. This isn't about if they have killed or not. It's about survival. And the survival for Tanjiro in the forest was killing those two demons and survival in the town, restraining the demon and killing him out of view. Like they're so the first thing is that they're implying that like Tanjiro's just gonna like what I brought up earlier, he's just gonna take him to a back alley and be like, all right,
Right,
buddy,
right,
time
yeah.
to clean down. Time to go.
Yeah, we can't do this
And
in
then
public now.
the part before that, like so they start bringing up final selection, and in final selection, it's literally stated that each demon has killed 1 to 2 people. Like that's knowledge going into it. That's why like
Exactly.
the hand
Right.
demon is so weird because they're like, dude, you killed like 50 people
Right,
or
right.
whatever it was, and it's like, yeah, and I'm like, I like respond to him. I just one of the first things I kind of like joke with is I say, do you need literally every demon to say that they have killed somebody?
Right, exactly. I was gonna mention that. Right. Like, do they need to tell him that? Like, come on.
No, like even with that,
Yeah,
you have that
exactly.
every demon in final selection
Yeah,
has killed
exactly.
one
Even
to a
just in
couple
final
demons.
selection. Right, right.
So I'm like, all right, not valid. And I'm like, if you talk about the demon that like him and Nezuko fought even like before he got trained by the master that I can't pronounce the name of, so
Right,
people
right.
fucking grill me on that shit. I fucking
Right,
hate saying
right.
his name.
Right.
Um, but like before he started training with him, he literally fought a demon that like killed like what was it like 3 people or whatever in that house.
Right.
So like almost every kill that Tanjiro has had has been a aggressive, murderous demon that has literally killed somebody.
Of course, right.
So either Tanjiro has saw it or he has knowledge of it.
Right, right.
So then that's when I kind of just started bringing up the heads I win tails you lose situation because I'm like, well, if you guys think that I think that Tanjiro's going to kill or that he's going to try to just take him around, not really think about it, then Tanjiro's stupid. But if he doesn't, then Tanjiro is acting out of character. I'm like, there's literally you're just saying that there's no way for this situation to make sense. And I think I'm really trying to find that comment where you're saying what was the comment that you were trying to have me find?
Well, it was something like about you mentioning that they didn't even answer your question or whatever.
Yeah, I'm just reading more of their comments, and they're just bringing up like how like Tanjiro at some point in the series is gonna have like 8 demons on a leash. He doesn't kill them. It is a funny thought, but it's like, yeah, obviously Tanjiro's not searching for demons to save
Right,
necessarily, but it's like how many
right.
demons in the show just haven't killed somebody? Tanjiro almost has always said like on these like that demon was literally turned into a demon on the spot by the literal progenitor of demons. It's like I
Right,
don't
like
think that's gonna happen too often,
right,
and he
right.
thinks that that's not common.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
like something tells you that Tundra's not really gonna run into that dilemma.
No, of course not. No.
And also we're forgetting that Tundra literally has the sense of smell. Like he can
Right,
smell
right.
if they killed. So
Yeah, exactly.
if Tundra is going to kill him, I think we can assume that they have killed somebody.
Exactly.
And
Of
they bring
course.
up like they bring up the demons on like the Mugen train. I'm like, yeah, the Mugen train demons who have been killing people. Like
Yeah, right, right.
it's anime only, but like Rengoku faced like the Slasher or whatever his name was, and he killed like over 20 people and stuff like that.
Right, right.
It's like and you can literally see how their faces are deformed, and even Rengoku compliments their skill on being able to hide for so long. So
Right,
to
right.
develop a blood demon art, unless if you're Nezuko, you kind of need to eat people. It's on like a blood demon art.
Exactly. And like everything we're seeing on that Mugen Train shit that's not like the first time it's happening. You know what I mean? Like all that shit that's going on there, obviously it isn't like the first fucking time happening there.
Yeah, so they basically just keep going on, and then I just bring up the Mugen train. Uh, they said seriously, I can address this, but I had 3 points, and you only talked about one. I, fuck, man.
What?
What am I missing? I don't know. Like,
Right.
somebody can screenshot and send it to me on Twitter, I guess. But like, I don't
Like what the fuck is that? What is this?
know. And they said, what was the point of coming back after a day if you were going to address 33%? What did
I don't get it because I didn't remove any comments. I just let all that shit just sit there.
Oh, yeah. Part of the reason why I didn't respond to like some of the stuff they said in their comments is because, like, if you, like I said, anybody can read this. I literally will just go in circles, and at some point, I'm like, I'm not going to address a circular argument.
Right,
It's
right, right.
stupid.
That's
It's dumb.
yeah.
We're
A
just
lot of the
gonna.
shit, yeah. It's just they just love going in circles. Big thing to take away from those guys.
And they were like mad that I respond to it like a day later. I was like, because if I remember correctly, on that day, it was like my older brother went out and we were hanging out like at my college town. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna spend all day arguing with you guys on YouTube comments.
Right,
Like,
right.
you
Like y'all
know.
have all the time to do that, but like a lot of us, we have shit to do. Family
I
comes
was like,
over, or whatever,
it's so
right?
weird. It was literally like a day, and by
Right,
a day, it was like less than 24 hours. It's like, yeah, dude, okay.
right, exactly. Like, who
Um,
gives a shit anyway? It's like, what the fuck? You're not committing a cardinal sin there. Like, what the fuck?
and they're basically just saying that I didn't prove shit, and
Right,
I'm just like, I don't know what else you want me to tell. I was like, I don't get what else you guys want me to say. Like,
right.
I'm
That will
just like,
satisfy you anyway.
I'm like, we're just going circular in arguments. I'm like, I agree with you guys that Tundra doesn't have like this almighty plan. It's like, yeah, he's put in a shit. Like, I've already been repeating myself on this stream. I'm just like, he was just put in a shitty situation. It's
That's
like,
literally all it
yeah,
is, right?
shit happens, man. Kind of
That's
sucks.
literally it, right?
You're telling me that like in your life you've never been put in a situation where like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's like,
Yep, there's some
yeah,
truth to
sometimes
that,
shit like that happens.
right?
Like,
And you're just
I
kind of
can't be like,
you're going with the flow, man. Like obviously you're just not gonna have all this shit planned out and ready. Unexpected shit happens in life.
dude, he literally met Michael Jackson, dude. Like, I don't even, I want to know what the fuck to do after
Right,
that.
right, exactly,
I,
right.
when
Like what?
Tanjiro sense a smell and you smell Muzan right in front, dude, I'm pissing myself on the street. I ain't,
Oh yeah,
Tanjiro, yeah, he's standing on business in that scene, but you know what?
yeah,
We all
exactly.
cool.
He went towards the smell, not run away from it. You know, what I mean? Like I would have. Fuck that.
And then fucking triggered senpai is just coming in out of
Oh
nowhere,
right,
and
yeah,
he's
yeah.
just
He did
like,
leave a comment on that. Yeah, I forgot he left a comment on that.
because like I think Triggered Senpai was like reading the conversations because like I think he just read when I just got annoyed and I was just like, okay, I'm not dealing with this shit anymore. He just said that's what happens when you regurgitate your argument over and over. People will eventually leave because you're too slow to comprehend what's going on. It's like talking to a toddler. I didn't make that. I
No,
didn't
no,
say,
no.
hey, listen, you can't bring that up. That was Triggered Senpai,
No,
not
no.
me.
It's in the comment, man. It's Trigger Senpai said it.
It's all
Sorry,
him.
Senpai.
It's him. I'm snitching.
I'm snitching. Yep, sorry,
Whistle blowing.
Senpai.
Whistle blowing here, but yeah, like.
And of course, a lot of people were like just saying shit about him. And of course, the A-list exist people brought their community to be like, "Hey, look, it's Trigger Senpai. Everyone say shit about him." At least my opinion. That's how I see that situation.
Yeah, they were
You're the
saying
one
where was
toxic,
it?
senpai.
Yeah, they said somewhere. Fuck, where is it?
Like, if a lot of that stuff is true of like what they were saying about senpai and what he did, obviously, like, I don't condone that. Obviously, I wouldn't copy strike people or threaten to dox if he actually did do that. But at the same time, like,
Right.
you guys are the motherfuckers poking the bear. Like, you should. I mean, like, you guys just happen to poke the bear that was senpai. You know, like everyone acts different, and of course, like, no doubt that they were, you know, obviously with what was going on with the whole Discord situation between them two. Obviously, no doubt it was heated, but yeah, I mean, it's just what happens. Like, unfortunately, you
I
guys
don't
poked the
like I
bear.
said.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened.
I
And
don't
like I
either.
said,
Yeah, yeah.
if they did threaten to docs, like called them PDFs, did all called them. It's funny that one of the things that they said was like they called us gay.
Right.
It's
Oh,
like
right. You can't
I'm
see
like,
your audience drawing a picture of me that makes me look kind of weird and making fun of my editing, but gay is where you draw the line.
oh yeah, I'm just like I don't know, man. Like the other shit, I'm like yeah, I'm like if it's true, that's too far. But like
Come on.
I'm like with some of the stuff that you guys say, you're like one of the things that you guys bring up is that they called you gay. It's like
And
really,
like,
dude.
right, right. All the shit that you be saying about us, but like, yeah, gay is where you draw the line. Like, you serious? Come on,
I'm t-
man.
people have said some nasty shit about me, and I'm just like, I'm like, dude, I don't know. So if somebody watches my video on stream, it's like, Kaden makes films is gay. I'm like, okay.
Sure.
I'm like,
Okay.
and
Yeah, right.
like, what
Right,
about it?
right.
Like, does it affect you? Like, even
Right.
if I am gay, why do you care about who I'm sleeping with? Like, it's
Right,
not any of
exactly,
your
right.
concern, buddy. Like,
Right, right.
well,
Like,
like I don't.
yeah, like the many times where them in their chat were like, yeah, there were just many criticisms about me in general that has. I mean, again, I don't mind, but it was definitely unwarranted in terms of the context. Like, I mean, just stick to the video. But even at some point in the video, like they just said like, oh, I piss in bottles because in the background there was a dark color looking liquid in a water bottle, and they thought that was piss, I guess.
Oh,
But like they could do all
like
that.
in bench warmers.
Yeah,
I
right,
guess that was the one guy who like hides in the closet the entire time and
right,
he like tries to
right,
avoid sunlight.
right, right. And then like,
They-
yeah, yeah, but I guess gay is where they draw the line though. That is their kryptonite. We now know.
Yeah, that's what you guys. That's their to get them not to react to my videos. I'm just like, if you make a live stream about this video, you're gay. Like you like men. You like your.
Put that as a
It's like, all
disclaimer
right.
next time. Yeah.
I'll put that in my disclaimer in the next video I covered. And they were okay. Like I said, I'm not trying to shade them necessarily, but like they were one of the people who were like, "Oh, are you gonna make a video essay about them?" It's like, why? Okay, genuinely,
Why
why
would
am I gonna
yeah.
make a video essay about a video? Like, I'm not even trying to say they're not popular enough, but like, if I'm like somebody who's doing this as a side hustle. Am I gonna talk about people who aren't really like relevant? Like, am I really gonna put in like
So
full
much yeah,
editing
right.
effort
Right.
for a video that's not going to do that well. Like if it does do well, fucking hell, maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I'll just make videos about 1,000 sub streamers for the rest of my life. I don't know.
Right, right. Okay.
Um,
Right.
but like I'm just like more than likely the video isn't going to do well. I don't want to talk about Demon Slayer for until then, like at least till like next fall. Like I don't know. I don't want to
Right,
talk
like
about it for
and
quite
it all
some time.
depends on the subject too, right? Of course.
Yeah, I was like, I thought about making a video about like Kokushibo versus like the K-pop Demon Hunters. I thought that would be funny.
Right, right.
But like, I was just like, I really don't want to talk about Demon Slayer at the moment. And literally, it's free content for them. It's free content for any streamer that I make a video on because what does it take? How much effort it takes to stream is nowhere near as hard it is to like actually make the videos. It's
Exactly, like
not.
the shit that we do, exactly. Versus
So
what they do.
like it's not monetary incentive, it's not effort incentive. I'm mentally just not there anymore.
Right.
Fucking hell, that's bad out of context. But I'm just like, I'm just like, I just don't want to do it. I just don't like.
Exactly. Right, right.
It's weird. It's like they, unironically, I think they're like, if I were to make a video on them, I genuinely think if their stream would probably it could get more views than like my response to their response of someone else's response. It's
Exactly.
like,
Right, right. Exactly. Yeah. No doubt.
and I'm just like, it just gets silly at that point. Like if you're like, I know like you kind of like, you made like a video about like comments and stuff like that, and you made
No.
a live stream about
Right.
it. I'm like, yeah, I
Yeah.
talk about it on live stream, but that's like if people are actually like I don't really get many viewers on live stream, so I'm like, I'm just gonna be
Yeah, yeah,
talking to myself about it.
right. I thought that was gonna be the same case with me, because yeah, my live viewers, like, I just kind of do whatever, so obviously I don't get a lot of live viewers. But yeah, like I said, I kind of thought the same thing with this, where I was just like, you know what? Instead of making a video of me reading the comments, I'm just gonna react to their video on the stream. And yeah, because like that was just easy content for me, you know what I mean? But like, I know they did a part 2 of it as a side note, but I'm not gonna watch that shit. And like, obviously, like, yeah, it was just not worth the energy. But yeah, I mean, uh,
Dude, I just want to play First Berserker Kazan. Like I just want to play that and Elden Ring. I'm
right,
like,
exactly, right.
if you guys want to bring up stuff like that, I'll talk about it on stream. Like if I like get into stream one day and there's like 10 plus people commenting for me to watch a video, I'll watch the video.
Yeah,
Like,
of course, yeah, yeah.
but if it's
Yeah,
like
that was kind of my situation, yeah.
like if I want to waste my time doing something, I want to waste my time having fun. Like
Right.
I don't.
Yeah, same. Because that's why I brought my friend on along. It wasn't me phoning a friend, by the way. But yeah, I just brought my friend along there. Yeah, like, because he told me one day, like, he saw that video, and yeah, he thought like, bro, like, is this like, or he was watching their live stream, reacted to me, and they're like, bro, like, a lot of this shit that they're saying is so stupid. They're so wrong about this, and that. And I was like, yeah, bro, let's just do a live stream, and that's really it.
What But it's like if you have your friend on live stream, it's like, and you guys are making points, and even if you don't bring up a point and your friend does that make it inherently incorrect? Like, is it literally just like you have to come up with all of your own points? Like,
Right,
you can't,
right.
like, like at the end of the day, literally the intention of my video was like, I hate hearing the same regurgitated points that are
Yeah,
just not true. I'm like,
right, and just the
it's
rhetoric of
annoying.
all that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Just
because
how it is
there's literally
online,
this. There's literally this Reddit post that one of my buddies sent me on Discord, and it was this guy criticizing Demon Slayer, and I like read through this guy, the original poster's comment. I don't even use Reddit, by the way.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah.
literally just,
Yeah, I'm
it's
not a
just
Reddit
funny just for,
dude.
yeah, dude, it's so funny just to hear in like conversation topics, like when one of my
Yeah,
friends who
exactly.
does use it,
Right,
they
right.
like bring up like some weird ass post about like I don't know guts versus like Buddha or some shit like that, and it's like all right, because
Right,
they
right.
be perusing those channels. I already hear enough dumb stuff on Discord. I don't need to hear stuff on Reddit. Anyways,
Exactly. Yeah, right.
um, shit, man, I'm sorry. I sometimes go off.
No, no, it's
I
all
go
good,
off
bro. No,
tangent.
no. Yeah,
So
you're good.
there was literally this Reddit poster, and he was like, "Oh, Demon Slayer sucks," because, and he basically wrote an essay about it, and I'm like, oh, I'm like that, like that Peter Parker meme. I was like, this looks familiar,
Huh,
and
interesting.
it was literally just almost word for word all of Max points.
Straight up.
Anytime somebody tried to challenge this original poster's like views on these matters, he would literally just link Captain Mac's video and be like, "Well, watch his video." And it's
Like,
like,
wow, you gotta link me an hour video? Like, come on, bro.
yeah. So like it's a little bit different with having your buddy on there and you guys are like talking about points and actually like, coming up with ideas and stuff like that and generally
Yeah.
discussing then just being like, here's a video, watch this, don't
Exactly.
argue with
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
argue with the video, argue with a stagnant video that doesn't argue back. It's
Right.
like
I'll let this guy fight for me. He'll fight my battles for me. Just watch
yeah,
this.
it just clearly shows that you have like that the person arguing just doesn't formulate their own opinions. Like they
Yeah,
don't
of course
have any
not.
sense of
Yeah.
that.
I mentioned that
Because if
too. It
you
seems like a bandwagon, of course. Yeah.
because I don't know what they be teaching in schools nowadays. I've been graduated for high school for a few years now.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Um,
same. Yeah.
but like I don't know if they don't make like students like not word stuff in their own words anymore. It might just be ChatGPT doing it for them, but it's just like so
Yeah.
many people are just like enabled to do or unable to do that.
Right, right.
It's kind of crazy.
Right, right.
Um, shit, we've been talking for a minute.
Well, how long has it been already?
I don't know, it's been like an hour and a half.
Oh,
Pretty
that's what's up.
wild.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah. I just mentioned that because I didn't even realize the time. No, I could still chat for a bit.
No, that's all good. It's all good. Yeah, whenever you have to go, man, I'm not forcing you to stay. You know what I mean? Like, you can go as you please. It's all good.
Oh yeah. I've always been. You might have to show me how to do that with your chat and stuff like that. I just have like my basic YouTube chat on there and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I mean, it doesn't really look the greatest, but um, there's just I don't know. I just conversations around Demon Slayer are just so polarizing, if I had to describe it. It's either you like it and you're a glazer, or you hate it and there's nothing redeeming about it. It's carried by animation. It's dog
Right, right,
shit.
right.
Chainsaw Man's better. Like, it's always shit like that.
Yeah,
It's
right,
like, oh
right.
man.
Exactly. Or I don't know, fucking um fuck, I literally just thought of the anime in my head. Like Solo Leveling's better or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Free
all I
run.
hear. It's like, all I hear is just credit carried by animation, no other thought put into it. It's just like call it a day. You know,
Exactly.
Demon Slayer bad is a pretty safe take to make because it's like all they
Right.
have to default on is that Demon Slayer shit. Like that's all they
Yeah.
say. They're just like, oh, it's ass. It
Right.
sucks. It's created by animation. There's no nuance.
Exactly.
Chainsaw Man better. That's all. It's always the Chainsaw Man fan.
Right, yeah, that too. Yeah,
And I,
yeah.
and I think Chainsaw Man's cool. That's the funny thing. It's like,
Okay,
like
yeah,
oh,
of
so you're
course,
a
yeah,
Chainsaw
especially
Man
with the new
hater? Yeah,
movie.
no, it's
Yeah, of
cool.
course.
Yeah, no, shit like that's awesome. Like I even say like my video, I love a lot of anime. Like I don't know, like people are just like, oh well, do you think it's okay when JJK does it? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, JJK. Like I'm not just gonna be like it's shit because it does what I gave credit for another series for.
Right, right, exactly. Oh, see, right there, they can make comparisons, but I'm not allowed to when I'm rebuttaling with someone who doesn't like the show. But okay, I see how it is.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. Again, just go. Like, obviously, my goal isn't just to be like, oh, see, they're hypocrites, but I mean,
Yeah.
this is what it is. You guys are a
I
little
think like
hypocritical.
the one advice I'd give for like your videos and stuff like that, if you're gonna like make responses or just like
No,
I
no.
like narrative stuff in general, because
Right.
I'm not trying to sound like an ass or anything, but
No, no, you're
like
good, bro.
I
No.
I would just be weary of using AI because like even though the information can be right about it, I'm like I usually just try to take that step of like actually getting like the source of the information so they can't like make that point
No,
because
right.
it's
Absolutely. No, I feel that. I feel that.
because I can't remember what I put into Google one time. It was like something Fate related. I was like, "Oh, did X character use their get their powers here?" And like it was like how I worded it. The character did get their powers, like whatever I was talking about. But then like
Right.
Gemini interpreted it as that like it took it hyper literally. So it's like, no, the character did not do that. I was
Right. Right.
like,
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
Also, yeah. I just wanted to like. Yeah. Obviously, like I see what you're saying. Yeah. Of course. Like I feel
And
that.
like I said, that's not like I'm not saying that like the information was wrong or
Right. Right.
like I'm not like gonna shit on
But
you
yeah,
for
just
it,
the
but
rhetoric.
like
Yeah, it's just the rhetoric with AI, right? Like they'll just discredit it regardless of it being right or not. You know what I mean? Just because where it came from. Like I
yeah.
understand it. I understand it.
And me, I just try not to use that as like a source because there might be times where like like it how should I say it? Like sometimes I don't use the AI itself. I'll like look at the sources that it gives me because sometimes what Reddit does is it will get it's like facts from Reddit. Like it
Right.
like
Right.
the
Right.
AI and it's like obviously Redditors just make shit up a lot of the
Yeah,
time.
And
And it's
Reddit's just
like
opinionated, right? Yeah.
yeah, like I can't remember. I looked up something about like it was like something science related because it was like something I was gonna put in like one of my like power scales or whatever,
Right.
and
Right.
like it was it didn't link me like actual science articles. It was like linking me like John Fortnite on Reddit, and it's like oh well I'm not.
Right.
Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to show that on my YouTube video and be taken seriously at all. I'd
Of
look
course. Of course.
stupid.
Of course. Yeah.
But I'm just like be cautious of use of AI or just like get the
Oh yeah,
screenshot.
yeah,
That's why my
definitely.
video
No,
there's
yeah.
just tone
You're
and
not
like
wrong. You're not wrong, bro. Like yeah, just again, just kind of the rhetoric and yeah, I made a response video just about the video in general. I wasn't. Yeah, I mentioned that too. Like I understand where like obviously criticism comes from with that. Yeah. And just the implication, some people just implying that I needed help from it, but even though I told them like, guys, like this show is very basic, Demon Slayer, and so I was just using it just to like, yeah, put up like little points on the screen. But again, I do understand the rhetoric of it with not Reddit, AI in general. Like, yeah,
for for sure. And like the same thing
definitely,
with like
yeah.
the extras at the end of it. When people are like, "Oh, you shouldn't rely on the extras," then I read some of these comments. I'm like, "Yeah, I think they need to put more extras. Like every page, they need to like inform you guys about some shit. Like I don't know. Like there's no
Right,
way some
right,
of these takes are real."
right.
I really wish I could remember some of like the really bad ones. There was oh my gosh, there's some of them where they were just like it would be some shit like, "Oh, Giyu and Akaza died in the same fight. Like it would be like that level of stupidity. And I'm just like that. Now that's not what the comment said, but it would be like something like that. It's like, where did that even happen?
Right,
Like,
right.
am I reading Kagurabachi or what's happening?
Like, what is this shit?
I like Kagurabachi too. Kagurabachi's actually pretty neat.
Yeah, right.
And it fell off because it became a meme and
Right, right.
fucking watching your Marvel Rivals gameplay. It's kind of sick.
I appreciate it, but yeah. But no, I feel you on that. Like, I've definitely took that as a lesson as well, you know, because like even yeah, like you said, even if like obviously I made sure everything was at least correct or whatever, but even if stuff was right on there, yeah, I understand the kind of, especially in this year, especially with the whole AI shit going on. Like I know the recent shit with Sora popping off, yeah. So like yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my god,
yeah, of
Sora.
course, yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah. I definitely took
Anytime
that
I
lesson
see
for my next video though, because you know I'm working on just kind of that whole rhetoric hate with Pokemon Legends EA right now, so I'm cooking up a video on that. But yeah, definitely I'll just keep the AI out of it, so I understand. Even though a lot of the shit I looked up is correct, but even if it is sourced from like New York Times or Wikipedia's, IMDb's, whatever. Yeah. So was it the same case with you? Oh, well, because with my case, like how my video started was really because kind of the same thing. I was watching some other stuff as well, like yeah, in 2024, barely I started watching Demon Slayer, got into it, and then as of recent, yeah, I was reading the manga recently, and well, yeah, but that's besides the point with the manga shit. But yeah, like it all started with just like the YouTube algorithm, and that's where it recommended me Captain Max video, and I was watching. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is wrong. This is wrong. I was like, this is clearly wrong, and shit like that. And yeah, and then that's when I kind of started understanding the rhetoric of like how people are online with at least with this anime in particular. And yeah, and that's why I was just like, yeah, it was just a simple project, little passion project. Like I said, like I'm not an anime content creator, so. I don't know what it was like with your case.
So I used to talk about Demon Slayer a lot in Discord servers. Like that was like almost one of the only things I used to fucking talk about. And then this guy that didn't really like me that much was like, "Wow, Demon Slayer shit." And then he's like, he's like, he just sent this video link, and like me and this other guy watched it on like we were just watching it on like through Discord, and I was just like, "Man, this video really sucks." I was like, I made like no like production wise aside because Mac is a better editor than me. I'm just
No,
like
no, yeah, it's safe to say that he's better than both of us. Yeah, exactly. It's fair to say
yeah.
that.
I'm like yeah, production wise, I'm like
Production,
yeah,
yeah,
it's cool.
yeah, of course, of
But
course.
I'm just like man, dude. I'm like even if you agree with him on some of these points are really bad. Like why did you include this?
Right. And just implying that Tanjiro doesn't have any flaws is insane, bro. Like, why would you say that?
I'm just like man, dude. I'm like there's just stuff that's just like even like I know he corrected himself on shit like the Nichiren sword for example.
Yeah, for that,
But I'm
yeah.
just like, I'm like, dude, you didn't like over like because almost all the point. That's part of the reason why it took so long is because I'm weird as hell about my videos. I will like triple check shit,
Oh yeah, yeah, of course,
and
yeah.
I'll literally make sure like the manga panel is like it's I'm like reading it correctly. I'm not crazy,
Right,
like
right.
I said in the video, and I'm like, dude, man, like when you're trying to make claims that they never explain something, I'm like. Yeah, for every anime and manga verse out there, there's a wiki for it. There is some guy out there that has literally archived like every chapter that a statement has been made. I'm like, you didn't like at least look in the wikis or anything like that. So
Right,
you can
right,
see if somebody came up with an explanation for it. Like nothing.
right.
I'm like that's why I said was like that's why I brought up in my video. I'm like, sure he acknowledged it, but I'm like, dude, this is some pretty easy shit to verify.
Right, yeah.
I'm
That's the
like, you
shit
don't
that
need
I
to.
said too. Yeah, that's when I first watched that video. That's where that was the kind of the first thing I said. I was like, bro, you can easily verify some of this stuff.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, I get that you messed up and in point, but here's the thing: is a lot of people now a lot of people say these same arguments, and I'm like, well, the argument was wrong. He even knows that it's wrong. Like he
Right,
said it was wrong. I'm like, now I
right,
have to deal with this bullshit.
right,
I'm like, that's horrible. Like, I don't want to deal with that.
right.
eh, and like,
Just some of the
I'm just
ridiculous shit, yes, that he said, like the misogyny stuff. In my opinion, just the shit that he said in that video.
well, some people were like confused why I went after like his like smaller points, quote unquote, some of his smaller points, and I was just like, well, if you see how he like words stuff, it's quite literally like it's suggesting something. Like when he's like, "Oh, which one of these fuckers lost their arm?"
And he's
It's like,
suggesting that, yeah, like,
and then like he's like, "Yeah, I know that Tanjiro is weaker than Tengen at this point," and I'm like, "Okay, then why bring it up?"
right,
Like,
right.
and I'm like, even if we contextualize what happened in the scene, Tengen fought Gyotaro 1v1
And he was
by
holding him. Yeah,
himself while
exactly,
poisoned. I
exactly.
was
Right.
like, yeah, I'd imagine the guy who's facing the larger threat is going to suffer
Be
more
the one
damage.
who suffers more, or yeah, and takes more of the damage, severe damage, obviously.
And without Tengen, Tanjiro's dead like
Yeah,
four
right.
times in that fight. Like
Them
he's
and
dead.
yeah,
Like
them and the gang, everyone else.
quite literally the first attack that Gyotaro throws at Tanjiro, without Tengen being there, he's dead.
He's dead,
He's
right?
quite
Right. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
like the point where like Tengen and Tundra both try to cut off his head at the same time on top of the roof or whatever, and he like starts like making his arms throw out those blood sickles.
Mhm.
Without Tengen throwing himself off the building with Gyotaro, Tundra's dead again.
You're right.
And then like and then earlier in the fight too, it was like where Tengen had to like kick him backwards or whatever.
Right.
Tundra was also dead there without Tengen.
Right.
It's like Tundra saved Tengen like once.
Right.
Like he saved Hinatsuru. It's like, but like
Yeah.
with like literally with Tengen being there is why Tanjiro isn't like immortally wounded.
Right, right. And again, like, oh fuck, right. And then like their whole rebuttal to that, like the going back to this too, they were just like, well, Tanjiro, yeah, like guys, because I mentioned everything, like, yeah, he was in a coma and everything like that, and I was like, but Tanjiro is fine, like he doesn't take like, like life-threatening damage. He's totally fine. It,
It's not like a
it's just
long term
right,
in
right.
the
Like
sense
that I
of like
understand, and I kind of wanted to do
outside
the
the Demon Slayer.
whataboutism against because like the one I can think of like immediately it'd be like Luffy in Marineford, right? Like obviously he gets a scar, but obviously it doesn't affect him in any way. He still fights the same shit, and obviously he
Yeah,
got stronger.
a scars unless if you get them on like nerves and shit like that where you're
Yeah,
like
right,
just
right.
scarring your nerves. It's like if you get like a scar on like your bicep muscle, it's like your functionality of that muscle is not, especially for a guy who's like has rubber powers. It's like
Right, right.
I haven't seen One Piece, but I imagine a guy whose body is like rubber is that's not really going to be too big of a deal.
Exactly. Yeah, and like
Yeah,
and the
like
way he
some
gets,
flesh.
and especially how he gets the scar is basically like a burn mark, which turns into a scar basically. So
Yeah, some of the comments I saw, because like I said, I really just don't care to watch a lot of their content because
me
like
neither.
one,
No. Right.
I don't even I don't watch streamers to begin with, and like I said, my interactions with them in the comment sections
Right. Right.
and in the video was just something I wasn't really too fond of.
Right.
Like I'm sure if me and Mac had a conversation, like I'm not gonna be fucking aggressive as shit. Like
Right, right. Like we just
I
gonna
really
keep it
would
to the
just talk
subject.
to Mac.
Yeah, keep it at the subject
Yeah,
at hand. Right, like adults.
because I've seen Mac comment on other videos when I watch other people's live streams, about it. Like for like I said, I didn't even watch their live streams that much. I would not the people, not a list as it exists.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
talking about people.
Right, right.
But I've seen Mac comment on other people's videos, and he's usually like chill about it. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure if me and Mac were to get into a conversation, it's not gonna be me and him just getting angry at each
Yeah,
other.
no, of course, right.
Um, but I don't know. I just see like a lot of people criticize him for being into One Piece or something like that. Like if you criticize One Piece, they really don't like that or some shit like that. It's
Right,
and
right,
I
right.
was like, I'm like I wish I knew more about One Piece because I could probably bring up more examples, but
Right, right, right.
um, but I'm always just like I don't know. I if somebody in a future video brings up that I'm being inconsistent and they're right about it, I'll be like, oh shit, I'm wrong. Like you got me
Right,
there.
right, right. No, of course, right.
Now, of course, there's a difference between you develop like different ideals over time. Like if I like genuinely believe in the future that a certain writing method is shit, then I would probably be like, oh yeah, that series that I used to like, I have a different opinion about it now. Of course, I
Yeah,
can't change my video without literally making a new video about
yeah.
it.
Right, yeah. That too. Yeah, exactly.
I just saw like Triggered Senpai like in his like comments just saying like shit about like, oh, if you say shit about One Piece, they get all up in arms about it, like
Right,
for doing the
right,
same thing.
right.
Because like I see a lot of people bring that up to Mac that like, oh, One Piece does something similar, and
And
he's
I'm not
fine
gonna
with
lie,
it.
dude. I did it too, cause like, I mean, yes, I know he calls out his own hypocrisy in his own video, but like, yeah, like that's why I did that too. I won't lie to you.
Well, it's like weird to like admit to your own hypocrisy and then like not like justify it by any means. Just be like, oh yeah, I'm a hypocrite, but like
Yeah, because the
whatever.
part he
It's
complained,
like,
the part that where he calls himself out for his hypocrisy is like, well, he's just basically complaining like, oh, like this character gets a backstory in Demon Slayer, this character, and then he himself points it out. He's like, well, I know this is rich coming from me, and then he shows off his manga collection of One Piece. So
no,
it's
it's just
like, yeah,
like.
that's him calling out his own hypocrisy there.
So then my only question would be like to him is like do you think like that shit, like are you really annoyed whenever and One Piece is significantly longer than Demon
Oh,
Slayer.
absolutely, yes, bro. Fuck yeah.
So I'm just like so like that's like fine with that, like when you have to read it a lot more often and a lot longer, like
Right.
is that okay, or are you saying that's also bad in One Piece? Like what are you
Right,
like
like what are
what
you
is
saying there? Right, right. And then yeah, same
like
even with
if
yeah.
you're
Sorry,
if you're
go ahead.
saying both is if you're saying both is bad, then I'd be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
Like you're
sure,
being
yeah, yeah. If they're
consistent at the
both
very
shit, yeah, of
least.
course.
But if you're like, oh, one's okay for doing it, one's not, it's like, okay, why?
Right. If
Like,
I'm not, you're right. If I'm not mistaken, I don't even know. Like, I think that's just all he says. Like, and then he just goes on to the video. Like, he'll just say, like, "Oh,
it,
I know this is rich coming from me," and he'll point to his manga collection of One Piece, zooms in on it, and that's it. Goes on to the next
'cause,
point.
like I said, I haven't read One Piece, but if he's like, okay, well, the way that they do backstories there is better because of like X, Y, and Z, then you could be like, okay, well, okay, yeah, I guess
No, man.
then
Oh,
you could be like,
Jesus.
okay, well, that makes sense because you're like, okay, well, Demon Slayer doesn't do backstory as well as One Piece, so even though there's more backstories or whatever, you
Yeah.
could be like it's more justified, I guess, in the sense.
Right. Yeah.
But like when you're just like, oh, both of them have backstories, okay, moving on. It's like, ooh,
Like they both have too many, and that's it. I hate
then
this
it's just
show for
like,
doing it, but I read and no doubt watch another show that does it too. But anyway, we're moving on. And that's kind of what it was. At least at that part.
yeah. The only thing I would like joke about with like that when we would get to like watch Max video was like he's like this huge fan of like One Piece, and like I don't know, it's always funny when you're just like, oh, well, you're a fan of One Piece, so like,
Right, right. Right,
because
right.
I always just make jokes about that, like, because like I like Bleach, for example, and then like people that like hate Bleach will be like, oh well, Naruto's peak. It's like, dude, for real, like,
Right,
are
right. Right.
you're shitting on. I'm like, come on, man, like we're both like just watching Shonen, dude.
Right,
Like
exactly. Like, what the fuck are we
now,
talking about?
and I'm gonna be real. I watched like 100, or I read 100 chapters of One Piece, and I'm like, this isn't for me. I'm like, maybe it gets better later on. I'm like, as of right now, I'm not enjoying the characters. Like
Right,
I'm
nah,
like,
yeah.
I thought like some arcs were cool, but I was just like, the villains, not for me. The style of comedy, not for me.
Right, right.
Same thing with Naruto. I'm like, just Naruto's just not for me. But it's always just like, they're like, oh, dude, you're into Bleach. Like, you're so simple and basic. And it's like, you're a One Piece and Naruto fan. I'm like, you're not really on that much higher of a pedestal, my guy.
Right. Right.
And, like, the problem with anime communities in general is that they always have this, like, weird beef between each other. Like, if you're into one show, you, like, have to hate everything else. And
Right, I don't get
it's
that notion
always
either.
so weird to me.
Yeah, I don't get that either, bro. That whole mentality. Like,
Like,
that's what I
people
said.
look
Like,
at,
yeah, it's all subjective, and I love it.
like, people will complain to me about, like, depth in writing. And I see they have, like, a Record of Ragnarok profile picture. I'm like, dude, Record of Ragnarok is, like, fight happens. Character has, like, a backstory during fight ends, character is almost like never brought up again. Like it's like unless
Right.
if you're like Hercules and like Poseidon. That's like
Right.
about it.
Straight up. Right.
I don't know if you've seen Record of Ragnarok. I might have just been
No.
saying like a whole bunch of it, but like I'm just like I don't know. It's just funny when it's like
Yeah.
they'll complain about one series, but the series that they're reading, I'm like, are you sure you have grounds to talk about depth of writing of
Right.
like what
Right.
makes the show good?
Right.
I'm just like, how interesting. All
Right.
right.
And many even
So I
like
guess
rebuttals against me in my video, and like some of the motherfuckers even just have Demon Slayer profile pictures. I was like, what are we doing? What?
I
Take that
love the
shit off
comments
then if
that
you don't like it that much, bro. What the fuck? Why do you have like Gyutaro upper rank cis profile as your profile picture? Like, what the fuck?
I love some of the comments I get where like it would be like Demon Slayer still mid and sucks, and like that's the entire point of the comments. And I'm just like, all right,
Yeah, I even
cool.
said like I get shit like that too, and I'm just like, all right, to each your
I
own. Yeah,
love
it's all
it.
good.
I love when I absolutely love. I'm not gonna lie, I love when people like kind of hate comments sometimes on my video because then that causes like an argument and then that's just engagement boosting. I'm
Oh,
like,
of
cool.
course, right.
And now, before somebody takes that out of content, no, I don't make my videos just for engagement based.
Right,
No,
yeah, like
no,
you're
no.
not
I'm
rage.
just
No, of
saying,
course not. You're not rage baiting. Of course
no,
not.
no. That's not what I'm trying to do. But what
No,
I'm
no.
saying is like when people argue with each other in the comments, you're like, hell yeah, this video is gonna get a lot of
Oh
views.
man, yeah. Oh hell yeah. Bro.
You're like, okay, well, if you are engaged, because like whatever YouTube sees that, you're like, cool. Like it's the same thing. Like if people are watching more of your video, like throughout the
Right.
video, you're like, okay,
Oh,
well,
of
they have a
course.
higher attention span, and that helps the algorithm. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna be happy about that.
Right. Oh yeah, hell yeah. I see someone making a comment or something, and I see like 50 plus replies on it that has nothing to do with me. I'll be like, all right, hell yeah, let's go.
Like you guys, like I've seen some like I don't know if you ever do, but like I'm telling you that my part one of my video is one of the funniest places for this. But like you'll see one person hate commenting or one person like is being in support of my video, somebody will disagree, and the conversation just it just
Oh
leaves the
yeah.
atmosphere. It's
Right.
not it doesn't even make sense anymore.
Right.
Like
Yeah, no,
it's literally
I
the
get
meme of
that.
like skipping the video 10 seconds and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah,
And then just something
you're like
completely different happens.
what?
Yeah. No,
I'm
I
like,
see
dude, what
it.
even led to here?
Right, exactly. No, I feel that though,
And
because I've gotten
the
comments like that many
weirdest thing
times.
the weirdest comments I'd get though is that people would like accuse me of like removing comments. I'm like, dude, I want your comments. Like
Right.
like I haven't like removed any of them. I'm like, you guys have called me stupid, retarded. You guys have called
Right.
me like names. I'm like, you guys like have like looked at like my
Oh shit.
Instagram pages and like my Twitter and shit like that and said shit on there before. Like
Right.
I'm like, dude, like I know like you guys don't really mean anything to me. I'm not that hurt about it. And
Right.
like, but like people do that because like I think they assume that I'm removing it, but YouTube will unironically just remove like censor comments, even if you're not the one who's doing it. They'll just do that. So then
Right.
they're thinking that I'm removing it. It's like, no, man. I'm like, I never removed a comment. Like even somebody who was supporting my video was like, hey, why'd you delete my comment? I said I didn't.
Right.
I was just like,
Right.
I'm like, it's kind of hard to prove that, but like YouTube just kind of like when I was trying to get into contact with you, I literally had like
Exactly. Yeah, the
uh,
same shit happened there.
I
Right.
I was like trying to say like, hey, I literally was just like go to Twitter. I was like same username, and then it literally just removed my comment. I'd be like, okay,
Right.
here's, and I at one point I just said, fuck it, here's my Discord. It removed that. I was
Right.
like, well, I'm like now it just seems like I'm ignoring him. So I was like, maybe I'll
No.
just try it on
But nah,
YouTube
it's all
Live.
good, man. Like, don't worry, I didn't take any offense to any of that. You know, it'd be like that with you too.
Cause like I don't know, I was
Right.
like, it's chill going on. This isn't really like a podcast per se, but it's like cool to
Nah.
like
Yeah.
talk with other people in the space and stuff like that.
No, of course not.
And obviously, the only times I don't go and talk with people is like I think they like wanted me to like join their Discord server or
Dude,
some shit
same.
like that.
They did too.
And
In
I'm
that comment,
like,
in that stream, that's under your comment. All those 50 plus comments are some of his people telling me like, "Yo, why don't you guys just settle this? Like, why don't you do a 2v2 them versus with you and Kaden? Like, what the fuck?"
I'm like, dude, like if I'm gonna have a conversation with them, it's like just gonna be me and them. Like I'm not gonna do this like whole dragging thing because like if me and you were to do that, they're like I'm telling
No.
you almost all the time they're just like, oh they were just speaking and like I'm just like, well, I'm not really too amused already. Like
We're not
I
doing,
and
yeah,
half
this isn't a debate, you know, like this, we're just,
and this isn't even them. This is just other experiences I've
well,
had. I've had
right.
disagreements about power scaling. I joined their server and like they use the most weirdest metrics. They don't go by conventional means.
Exactly, yeah.
Their entire server just jumps the shit out of you. It's like I'd
Oh,
just
yeah,
rather
man.
not
They just
do
jumped the
that.
shit out of
Like
my
I said,
live stream and the video,
I'm
originally.
not even saying them. I'm just saying
No, I know,
like
yeah,
just
I see what you're
anyway,
saying.
I'm just saying like people in general. I'm like, so yeah, no, I don't
Yeah.
want to
That's why
join.
I'm not doing that dumb shit either. Just going on their server and like again, like it's just content for them, and yeah, I'm not gonna give them. Well, it's not that I'm not trying to give them the satisfaction. It's just again, it's just not worth my energy. Honestly, it'd just be a waste of time, really.
Yeah.
Like
And
I said, if
I'm
it, yeah.
like if my content isn't like
Like I'm not
I
just
don't
gonna
see
make a
much
video
I
on
don't
them. Yeah, I'm
see
not gonna do all that dumb shit.
like at least I'm just going off of like how I argued with them like in comments and just watching their video or like
Right,
part of
right,
their live stream in general.
right,
I'm
right.
just like I just the way that they argue is just somewhere that doesn't seem like a productive conversation. So
Yeah, it
what am I
definitely
gonna
wasn't.
even
Even when it came to my stuff in the stream, yeah, it definitely wasn't a productive conversation whatsoever, man.
like I'm just I don't know what I would even be doing there at that point. I'm like
Right, like why?
at the point, like I've taken a little bit break from Demon Slayer, so that's why I'm like chill coming on here talking about it. Because like
Yeah,
if this
right,
was
right.
like right after I posted the video and you're like, hey, let's do a live stream and talk about it, I was gonna be like,
Yeah,
no,
no, no, no.
like
I would
I was
understand if
like,
you didn't want to join. Yeah.
um, I was like, get Demon Slayer away from me. I don't want to talk about it.
Right,
Just get
right,
away.
right. No, I
It's
feel that too,
Satan.
because
Like
after I watched their live stream, did the whole stream of them like watching their video, and I was just like, yeah, next day I'm just back to my 1 or 2, 3 viewers, like what I don't care about all that, but just play Marvel Rivals, So like, well, they didn't want to talk more about it anymore, so
yeah, my college semester was starting. I'm like, I don't. This too much.
yeah, I don't give a shit
Like
about
this,
that. Yeah, right,
this be a lot.
right. Well, I guess that's pretty much it, Kaden. Yeah, we pretty much talked about everything. I think
For sure,
that's
yeah.
good enough for me, man.
Sorry,
No,
sorry,
you're good. No,
we're
no,
talking
you're
about
good,
deep
man.
internet shit now. My
No,
fault,
no,
bro.
you worries. No worries, no worries. It's all good, man. Okay,
But
I have to
hell
use the
yeah,
restroom
man.
anyway, yeah. And
Nah,
probably
you're
end stream
cool.
soon anyway. All right,
I'll
hey,
probably be heading
yeah.
out. That was good talk. If you want to chat some other time, let me know.
Oh, I would love to, bro. Yeah, definitely would love to. Nice meeting you though.
Yeah,
Or nice talking to you finally.
yeah. Peace out,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Peace out, peace out. Until next time.